Birthday Froggy. I don't know what that means.
All right. So tonight, dying brutal deaths are Gilbert and Templar. Day begins.
I wasn't sure whether to wake up or not since I wasn't done.
Cub, I only gun bitches. How does it feel, silly?
Cub, I'm not the gun.
You called me a bitch.
Oh my god.
I mean, all this tells me is that Jan and Treno aren't the gunsmith.
Yes, that's most. I will. Okay, to be fair,
I keep getting gunsmith so much.
Like Cub, I might have gone Fonty or Treno, but like I'm not the gunsmith. You're right.
That's an interesting duo to get night zeroed.
Also,
I'm really disappointed that I didn't get a gun. It's my birthday.
Kermit, I thought about it.
I'm pretty sure I already have. Wait, who was the other guy?
Always the best mission you can go.
Gilbert and
He's
Templar.
100%.
I'm pretty sure I already know who the Mafia is.
This is actually pretty funny because it's my second game of Mafia.
I have a serious game-related question right now.
the gunsmith can gun night zero. Yes.
Hoagie,
Yeah.
are you really trying to compete with 3 Germans in the game of Mafia for the title of Adolf?
Listen, they said the top town are Germans. I am Adolf Hoagie. I think that makes me pretty tone.
I think I would have shot you already, so I don't have a gun.
By the way,
Hoagie, I'm not sure if your town.
Wait, is Kermit German?
yes, yes.
Yeah, Kirby's
By the way, guys, I will give you a pre-game prediction right now.
Can you read his hat and take a wild guess?
The European will be MVP this game for town.
Oh.
Who?
Oh no.
European.
No, I think the Americans will bring it out. Although technically Canadians.
No,
Is there a Canadian?
This game
Okay,
watches.
Yeah, I'm completely up for just like,
like
Treno.
we have
just getting the
argued.
Americans.
Even if you're Mafia, like it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I have 2 Mafia already.
Well, okay, tell us your reason.
Really? Yeah.
I know everyone's having fun.
Yeah,
but
I know. One of them is Hoagie, and who's the other one?
Cup, you're not meant to tell us.
Honestly, I don't have him as my Mafia.
Cub,
Okay, why do you have
I'll
me
help
in
you
Mafia? Out of nowhere, you just ask me a question and then you think I'm Mafia?
Because I know you're Mafia. Holy shit!
What?
So you're his partner?
That's
Like,
just
Hoagie,
Someone's busting.
Wait, Cub, you just muted yourself.
Bus. All right, lesson 1 for the day. Bus, not bust.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Have you seen Trevor's
all over.
movie? That shit's
The
busting.
bust is like
Kenny,
US
you can bust a move.
And I'm busty. I know. Yeah. Blah blah.
He's very busted.
He's pretty busty. He's pretty busty.
Oh yeah.
Yo, this mage literally just fireballed my face.
All right, that's nice. I want to hear from Ian S. and Ryan O.
Go, I'm gonna spectate your game.
We still haven't heard Cub's read.
No, I Cub's reads.
If I
Cub
fucking had more
Cub has
I
his
think
reads,
it could
right?
be useful.
No, Hoagie. Oh my God, Hoagie. No. Okay.
Alright, alright.
Cub has his 2 Mafia reads, right? So
Why do you want my read so bad? How do you know I'm town?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
alright,
and
stop.
we
You're
don't-
not. I have a red check
we
on
don't-
you.
Oh,
we
that's
don't want
interesting.
people to blindly sleep on Cub right now.
Cub is gonna have his 2 Mafia reads, right?
Who
I want to
just
hear
said
from
he has a
Ian
red
S.
check?
I want to hear Ian S. and Ryan
Who
O.
just said he has a red
I
check?
see what you mean.
Hoagie's town and ENS.
Trina's ready to counterclaim. I love it.
You think Hoagie is town and Ian S. is Mafia?
Why do you think I'm town?
Why?
Hoagie's personality right now just seems a little bit more.
So Ryan, what did you think of Hoagie getting so defensive after Treno called him out? I think that was pretty Mafia, to be
Cub
honest.
as well. Cub called him out too.
What about me? Who did I call out?
He called
No,
out
I didn't.
Hoagie.
I didn't think.
Incorrect.
He said I didn't think.
I don't
Yeah. He said that's
Stop
not one
taking
of my
too much
Mafia.
kids.
Kermit is top down, by the way.
I don't think I have a strong opinion on him.
When
Come
you're
on.
actually listening to the game,
I would probably also do that.
Not weird to see someone overreact from people.
It's
All right,
like
I'm gonna have one request, right? So everyone who's played Mafia before,
Thanks,
you know
Jan.
how Zoom works. Zoom, you guys like if you guys talk over each other, it's gonna get fucking clusterfuck, right? So just let people talk this game.
So with
Change your
that
name
being
to Ben when you say stuff like
I have
that.
a red check on Cub.
I propose we give Zen like a minute and we'll instantly know.
So
Spunky, are you actually going on this?
Rhino said
You're clean. Okay.
Spunky, I will shit all over you.
Alright,
You're not
I'm
the
gonna let
cop.
that play out.
Look out. It's so early.
Fonty, are you disappointed that you rolled?
Whoever's getting arrested is probably Mafia as well.
Wait, Ryan, you said that you think Ian is Mafia?
Yeah, just early in the game, he was looking around, but he doesn't really seem to have much of a reaction to me calling him Mafia.
I'm pretty sure you're Mafia, by the way. You're one of my two Mafia.
By what?
I think Rhino has the only
Rhino's pretty towny. Like,
that's really interesting that you're saying that.
I don't think Ryan is more towny than Hoagie. I think Hoagie's pretty towny.
Thank you, silly.
No problem.
I think Silly's Mafia. I'm just
How dare you?
Bring it on, Spunky. I'll fight you.
Spunky, don't be silly.
Spunky, she's gonna bring a gun to a festival.
No, Spunky seems towny right now, but I'm not 100% sold. But he seems a lot more comfortable than he was last game.
He did claim cop, so I'm just saying.
Whatever. Jan, you're town, right?
Yes, of course, you know that.
Okay, then we're lynching between Ryan and Kaney today.
Ryan and who's the second?
No, we're lynching Hoagie.
Kaney.
We're lynching.
I agree with the Kaney read though. I like the Kaney.
Oh, Misa.
Look who dies! That's real. It's fucking real.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like,
Dude, Misa.
we're not. I have no idea what it is, Kaney.
I had to chew out Fat Damon for fucking his read.
Kaney, don't worry. We're not gonna lynch you. We're gonna shoot
Kaney, like I'm gonna make you feel bad in post game thing. That's like that might work on your players, but like that's such a dumb way to play the game.
Cub, what? So you just said that me talking to Misa about that is gonna work on newer players? So you're calling a new player?
Yes.
My interaction with Misa boy.
I am a new player.
He's behaving like a newer player, so he might react like a newer player.
I mean, his read is that I'm Mafia. It coincides with your read. So why is he behaving like a newer player? Cub?
I don't know. I don't know.
For a terrible reason, and he's had terrible reads so far this game.
So he's had terrible reads, one of which includes that I'm Mafia. Let's see about you, Cub.
I don't even have.
Cap, just so you know, you never read Misa on his reads. Because
It's alright. It's alright.
Wait, you think
My day one reads are pretty shit anyway.
We probably just like
my day
when
one
he's
reads.
lying on his side, it's kind of hard to read him on activity.
It's alright. We can let things.
I want to hear more from Bazaar. What's up, Bazaar?
Thank you.
I want to hear more from Misa.
What do you want from me, Misa?
I already told you.
Oh, actually, by the way,
I actually think Misa is town. I'd like to hear Spunky what his read on me until now is.
I don't think Spunky would have this much
more sentences out of
Say
you.
something and you want to read.
And Hoagie, generally, you've been screaming out about why do you read me scummy? Why do you read me scummy? You ultra defensive.
Because I don't like being called scummy. Why else? Anyone wouldn't want to do that.
Well,
why do you care? What if it's Mafia?
Why do I care?
Yeah, what if it's Mafia calling you?
I don't want to lose the game. Maybe that's why.
But Hoagie, a town doesn't like someone calling you scummy. And if you're town,
I didn't even think he was
if you're
scummy.
Mafia, it's bad because you're like.
Jan, when I
I
die
don't want to
tonight,
lose
can
this
you
game,
just like
and I
let
kind of
the
want to
people that
play.
accept things?
I know your reads, no problem. Also, you can always call me. You know that.
Okay, cool. I'll call you when I die.
I want to hear from RJ and Justice.
Those are the two people I actually want to hear from too.
I don't want to hear from RJ Justice right now.
Yeah, like I don't want to hear from them. They will try.
I want to get hearing from them.
I want to hear from them right now.
Kenny, you're just destructive right now. Just say.
How is this destructive? I want to hear from people that have spoken.
Yeah, but I'd rather okay,
Alright, I formal Zen.
I second
I formal Zen.
That is a really good
accusation.
Accusation. People need to learn to fucking talk, quietly and normally.
Also, you're Mafia.
I actually want to figure out Zen's alignment, so
Oh my God,
this is pretty easy. Go.
Do y'all smell the fart? I'm sorry.
All right, Cub, I have one question. Was this to was this so that RJ didn't have to talk? I'm just curious. Because he just started talking.
Have you seen me play as Mafia?
Yes.
Oh, you Mafia
I
party.
can't even read you.
Oh, wait, I'm going to tell you that after the game. Sorry.
You're watching that right now, son.
Okay.
Okay,
Zen, give us your reads.
Okay, I think that Silly is town. I think that Spunky is town. I think that Posai is probably town. Misa is probably town, and Kaney is probably town.
Why do you think Spunky's
Why
town?
Kaney?
What's Spunky done that's town?
Those are terrible.
Spunky can't claim something.
Wow.
That was such a
like
hesitant
his. I don't think he does
I
this.
feel bad for whoever's meant
Does
to
what?
read.
No, give us an actual read. Like, you've said that you think
I'm pretty sure I got a Mafia here, guys.
No, so can you guys just shut up and, like, let him talk? Because don't
was
tell
pretty
him,
obvious.
otherwise he gets away with it. Like,
Yeah, I
Zen,
don't
give us your
think
read.
that,
Why do you think he's town? What's
Spunky
all
like
this game?
puts this much pressure on other people as Mafia.
What pressure has Spunky brought to this game?
Well, he said that he had a red check on Cub, just like messing
That's
around.
not
I think that he was pushing on Hoagie
See?
before.
See?
He
I
wasn't
don't
pushing
know.
on anyone. The only thing I
Spunky looks up
heard
to
him
me.
is remotely any kind of pressure was when Kaney said he wants to hear from me. Spunky said he does too. That's not pressure. That's just Spunky talking up to try and get heard. That's like pretending to be active.
RJ, why do you suck ass at reading me?
I'm not. That's not a read on you. I'm saying that
maybe-
he doesn't have a read on you because you haven't given anything to have a read. I'm not saying.
And maybe he
No, it
doesn't
sounds like you're
Oh
trying to
my
call
god,
me.
RJ. I thought you said this is
saying
Zen's
that.
Zen
I
or
don't understand how
RJ?
Zen can-
I don't know, RJ.
RJ, I thought you said this is Zen's fault.
Also, I didn't really like Kogi when he spoke up, but I think that I can't really read him at this
Wait,
point.
you just called him town before, though.
He
No, I
did?
didn't call Hoagie
Yeah,
town.
he did.
Like,
Yeah, like.
I didn't call Hoagie town.
okay, so it's not bad to like not have.
RJ, can you shut the fuck up? I put a promo on
Then
Zen.
you should try to
I put a
vote
promo on Zen because everyone was talking.
Hey,
Let the guy fucking talk. I want to figure out his line. I'm pretty sure Zen is Mafia, but you're making it really hard.
RJ, shut up,
Well,
dude.
you're wrong.
Actually, I think he's town Cub.
No, Cub, that's where you're wrong. Because when Zen lets people talk over him and is formal, he's Mafia.
Alright, Zen, one more
Okay,
time.
Justice, this is where you wrong. What we have right
Stop
now
talking
is...
over the guys.
No, Kenny, one
again.
thing to clarify for everyone. We have a complete shitfest right now.
Yes,
Try
we
to
do.
talk orderly so Mafia can't ensue on...
Yes, and if anybody is
Spoil
speaking
that
out of
game.
turn, it's probably
Yeah, RJ, shut up.
So Zen,
Said you should
one more time, but
Never mind.
your time.
Darn.
It's Silly, Spunky, and then my leading town were you, Posai, and Misa.
Are there people you don't like?
I didn't like Kogi when he was talking before, but I don't know. And also, I didn't like Ryan's read on Ian. Like, I don't know though. He could still be town. It doesn't really mean anything. But
You
know.
should ping Fonty out, then. Hear what she has to say.
Okay,
Wait, Fonty's
Fonty,
playing
I'll
the
give you like the rest of my form. Will go ahead.
Woo! Okay, Zen is town. RJ is Mafia. Lucy, Jan, and Trano are also town. We should lynch RJ right now. Like, right now.
I like Fonty too.
Fonty is Mafia Slayer, so.
Fuck that. I do think Zen is quite towny, but
Yeah, why do you think Zen is town?
Yeah.
Zen, could you
Zen
please
was
ask
confident
Fonty
in
why
his
she's
even
so
though they
sure
were-
that RJ is Mafia?
Okay,
Fonty,
well,
why
first
you-
of all, he just backed the fuck up Zen when I town read Zen and Mafia read RJ.
I didn't.
Earlier, okay, your question?
I was trying to get a read on him by like.
All right, this formal is up. Pusher ascend. Cub.
The fuck voice was that?
It's a good 1 minute.
10 seconds.
Okay, don't miss Lynch Town here. I'm not sure what Cub is doing. Either he can't read me as town or he's Mafia.
All right, if you'd like to vote on Zen, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. Nice, I don't have to count.
Adam, you can count.
Adam, just in case the number.
RJ, why didn't you vote on him? You talked over his.
Why didn't I vote on him? Like you don't.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get it. I just want to let you guys know.
I wanna say something.
Shut up! Shut up! We are not letting Ian scrape by this game.
Oh, by the way, Lucy, You're
Okay,
probably
but regardless, okay.
I'm the gunsmith. So
Treno's-
first I'm
I thought
Are you
Treno's
really?
initial question to
Are
Hogan.
you really?
I thought
shit.
Treno's initial
You didn't
question to
friend me,
Hogan
you
was
shooter?
cool.
All right, can we
Get
stop?
wrecked.
Hold on,
Oh
can we
my
stop? I want to hear from Ian S. Please.
All right.
Ian, hi.
Sure,
Welcome
man,
to
after
the
that-
game of Mafia. You are required to talk at some point.
Okay. Yeah.
What the fuck, Lucy? You're the gunsmith.
Right?
Shush.
Okay,
I want to know that.
Yes, he claimed gunsmith. Lucy claimed gunsmith.
He claimed gunsmith at the start of the
I think
day.
that your town.
Who has your gun?
Silly has the gun.
Okay.
Oh wait, Lucy's the gunsmith. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Everyone stop and let Ian talk.
Can you hear me?
Ian is a
Hey,
new
Lucy.
player. He's probably fucking like
Remember last
intimidated
time?
by all of you.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Ian.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're really low, actually, but yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think that Kaney's town pinging out.
All
me
right, we're
at the
good then.
beginning of the game.
Is he your partner?
This is such a fucking weird thing where everyone's
I don't like
targeting
Ryan
Cap,
Shut the
on
fuck up,
the
cunt.
beginning. I got a weird sort of gut feeling from Hoagie when he was going on about the Adolf thing. That's not really important.
Everybody's
And
just
reaction to his formal. I liked Fonty's reactions to Zen's reaction to his formal, and I think that's it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of reads yet. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Hoagie's reaction, like I've seen him play Mafia, and as Mafia, like he's a lot lurkier, and like if he gets pinged out like that, he'll probably just say one thing and then just sit back and not say anything for the rest of the day. I think he's towny from his reaction so far. I think
Okay,
Treno
Misa,
hang
you
on.
and
I think
Spunky are
Treno
partners
pushing.
with Hoagie.
I think Treno pushing on Hoagie like after like giving that trolling question is really scummy in my eyes.
You guys are gonna have to kill Misa in the night because I probably.
Treno, you're my lawyer, right?
Okay.
I need to
lawyer.
ask someone something quick. Kermit, who are your two top kills right now?
Spunky and
Oh my god, Kirby. you're
All
so-
right, those are bad kills, but
We will reduce
Kermit
Kenny on day
with you
one.
kills.
I'm just gonna say one thing about Hoagie.
Spunky and Cub Cub are my kills.
I'm just gonna
Good
say
shit,
one thing.
RJ. Wait, you just said you weren't reading.
Oh, you're a fucking
We
idiot.
not kill Spunky.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Wait, can I
I
get my
wouldn't
reads
kill
really quick?
Spunky
Yeah,
either.
then you do
Okay,
it.
guys, we're going to go one at a time from now on. Silly, go.
Okay, so my reads. I'm never killing Misa Boy this game. I'm never killing Fonty this game.
That's
I could probably.
terrible way to
Sorry? I could
You
probably.
always have to reconsider. You can't just say I'm never killing them.
Okay, Cub Cub, let her talk.
Okay, I'm never killing. Okay, you're right. I'm never killing Misa Boy.
Straight the fuck up.
Guys, let her talk.
I liked Zen's formal. I thought it was pretty good. I'm kind of tempering off on Hoagie now. I thought he was towny at the beginning because people were calling Mafia before anything was going on, and so I understood like the what. But now
I have a
I'm.
question.
Ah.
What did you like about
I think we got a Mafia boy.
Thank you.
I like Zen's Mafia is like he'll say 3 words and then stop and then
Did
go.
you not?
I disagree. What was different about that in his Mafia play? I'm sorry.
Zen saying that he basically made up his
I
reads.
don't know,
and he
Misa.
kept going with them
The
reads.
correct answer is Zen was comfortable and talking formal. That is
That
the
too,
don't
right?
think
So he said more than 3 words in a consecutive sentence. Like that's how I feel.
boys,
That's how I read it.
hashtag 2 kills.
2 leeches, I formal Hoagie.
No, I formal
I would-
Ian S.
I would not.
All right,
Thank
Lucy,
God.
accusation.
ENS, I absolutely hated the way Keeney pinged you out like 10,000 times and never pushed anything on you. I hated how you town read him first thing. I think your reads were extremely shallow, and I think they were few and far between. So I really want to kill you.
Okay, well, I
Ryan
guess I'll explain what I can.
What do you think, Katie?
Can you hear me a little bit better, by the way, now?
Much better.
Yeah, you were.
Okay. I really liked Zen's immediate reaction to the formal when he said something like, "Is this so that RJ doesn't have to talk?" It just seemed like a towny thing. Kaney's, I forget, he pinged out 2 sets of people in the game, me and Ryan, then 2 other people, I can't remember the names. But, right, it just seemed natural, and they seemed like people that would be good to hear from. And then the way that Fonty bursted out after the reaction, or after the formal was over, just, I don't know, it seemed towny.
Is this your first game?
Ian,
Yes, it is.
Are you a stone cold killer?
No.
What? No, he's Ian the weather guy.
We gotta kill this guy now.
He's Ian weather guy, right? Hey, Ian. Ian, you said Zen's initial reaction was good, but what did you think about the rest of his formal?
I agreed with his read on RJ. I was I wasn't really reading RJ Town for the rest of the game. I was
RJ
hoping to hear from him right before Zen was formal. That was the
Who
main
are-
thing.
who are your top
Mafia are gonna try and kill
I
me,
think
guys.
RJ is really Town this game.
I'm pretty sure I is Town. I'm gonna kill
I'm
you,
not getting the same
RJ.
feeling.
No.
I feel like anyone pushing scum on
Spunky,
RJ.
please.
Guys, this is a formal on ENS. Like, if anybody has questions,
Don't worry, RJ. He's probably Mafia.
Sorry.
Ian, who are your top?
Ian, what do you think? Sorry, go ahead. I want to know that. Who are your top Mafia? That's good.
My top Mafia, I don't really have top Mafia at this point, honestly. I didn't like Ryan's two day start reads. I get why he could have read me Mafia, but then again, he was doing practically the same thing that I was doing at that point. I didn't like the town read on Hoagie, so maybe Ryan, RJ would be my top 2 right now.
I thought you said your top
What do you think about Treno? What do you think about Treno?
Treno?
Yeah.
Him. I
read Adolf.
haven't actually noticed anything that he's done this game besides just like the trolley day start
Oh,
stuff.
I haven't done nothing at all. That's a good
Yeah,
read.
nothing except go on me.
I think this guy's Town.
Everyone's been on you, Hoagie.
I think this guy is Town enough.
All he's done.
I think this guy is Town enough for today.
So you don't think he's Town?
I
Just
don't think he's Town enough for tomorrow, though.
Yo, who's got the formal?
Well, like he's a new player, Lucy. Like honestly, I'd give him a day pass. I've heard his reads. I like where he's coming from. That's it. Like
I'm just not feeling that
nothing-
kindness in my heart today.
Katie, that's like the first thing you've said today that I liked.
Lucy,
You haven't even said anything.
Lucy has the formal.
That's fine.
Lucy, can you please
That's the one
rescind?
thing you've said that I've agreed with.
Lucy,
He's
just
the
do it.
gunsmith. You can't.
No, Lucy, just do it. He's a new player.
NBD.
Yo, just because you're like PR reading him doesn't mean he has to rescind. Relax.
Wow.
ouch.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, how's your day going?
Ian, how do you feel about?
What do you think about?
I haven't really done much.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about Justice?
Justice. I'm sorry, I'm new with the names for everyone.
He's waving at you.
Do you have?
Yeah, I like how he backed me up with Kaney in my formal, but before that, I didn't really notice anything.
Ian, what is your read on Jan?
Ooh.
I don't have one. So
What
everyone's
about the
asking
other
me
Jin?
for all these reads, but
What about the other
hardly
Jin?
anyone has done anything yet, so I don't know.
What about the
I don't
other
want to
Jin?
give a town read before.
Ian, if you get lynched here, what do you think the state of the game will be? Do you think it'll be bad, good, what?
You are asking way too.
I think it'll be worse.
What kind of question was that?
I encourage Town to
See, even Hoagie didn't get it.
All right, Lucy. 10 seconds, Ian.
I'm down. Please don't lynch me. All right.
All right. If you would like to vote on Ian, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote.
Oh man.
Wow.
How'd that guy
It
get more
continues.
votes than Zen?
RJ, why did you vote?
Fuck.
Yeah, why-
I didn't like how
Why
nervous
not?
he
Yeah,
was.
guys, I don't
He was
like
way
killing
too nervous.
Mafia.
Yo,
I know he's new, but like
I know,
it was just the way he was. Giving
No joke. Can we lynch Ryan or Kenny?
You had so many questions.
We're gonna see.
Let the guy talk.
Second homie. I second homie.
All right. Mars accusation.
My accusation is so easy. First of all, I am the real German here. Stop impostering me. Second of all,
I'm willing to call you out on that one.
Second of all, if your
Jan,
team
pick up your
will
phone.
night kill me, Jan and Kermit will rightfully take my place and take on the airship of the Germans. You have to get out of the game right now.
Why?
And besides all that trolly shit, your reaction to my trolling was so fucking weird. You have to be Mafia. I'm sorry.
What was weird about it?
Yeah, right. I was just saying I'm not Mafia. How is that weird at all?
Hoagie.
I can explain if you actually want.
Lower your volume.
Okay.
My bad. I was yelling.
Like like in Zoom. I think it's just overall too loud.
Oh.
Hoagie, can you do you have any reads? Or is the only thing you have to say I'm not Mafia? Like,
Okay, at my town reads right now, I think Tremor going on me so hard is Mafia. I think Zen's not Mafia. I mean, my top not towns are Lucy, Zen, Spunky, Fonty.
Wait, you just said Zen was Mafia.
Yeah. No, I didn't say Zen was Mafia.
He said, I think Zen's not Mafia, which is...
Hoagie, why are you so focused on the word Mafia? Is it because you...
Because I don't want to get... I am not Mafia, that's why. He's been on me all
You're not, boys. It's not Town. It's not Mafia.
I think some other games too. Though.
I'm Town, guys. Oh my god.
Is that all you have?
Is my microphone better?
Hoagie, could you give reads on Misa and Spunky, please?
Yeah, I think I'm done. Let's just get.
Okay. Misa's been protecting me all game. I think that's very Town of him. He had no he didn't have to do it, but he did it anyway.
Why is it Town if he protects you? Couldn't it be Mafia because he knows that you are Town?
Because I'm not Mafia, maybe that's why? Oh.
No, but if
No, I said something different, Hoagie. You have to listen to what I'm asking.
Mafia, but it's
Like, Trevor, I think you're asking pretty shitty questions. Like, you haven't done much.
Yo, Ajay, it's fine. You're
really?
Okay, game is solved. Game is solved.
I really think this guy's Town. So many people have called him Mafia when he's had really Towny reactions throughout the whole day, and I really
Holy shit! Misa, Spunky, Hoagie, and Ajay.
Yeah, you guys can take it or leave
Trevor's
it.
done
But this
literally
guy's...
nothing all game apart from
RJ.
I've done nothing but give you 2 Mafia.
Hey, RJ, why can't it be?
RJ, how many Mafia have you given us today?
Why are people questioning RJ twice? Like, this is a second form where people are just going straight on RJ. I'm so confused.
Like, stop asking RJ questions.
Just
I don't understand. Like,
what do you have to say, Posai?
Do you have anything but Trenos tunneling on you to read him scummy for? Otherwise, aren't you basically doing the same as him, finding one target and tunneling without having...
I'm not trying to find a target to tunneling. I'm trying to find who the Mafia is, and so far I've only found him because he's only been going on me.
Hoagi, may I have a minute?
Well, Jan did raise his hand, and I think that's
well, this is about Jan. Jan, are you a roll?
No.
Silly, can you please shoot Jan?
Don't shoot Jan. Don't shoot Jan.
Can you please shoot Jan?
I have some reading Jan too. I'm perfectly fine with that.
No, oh my god.
You shoot. I
would like to know what you think about...
Shut up.
Please, Kermit, what do you
I would like to know what you think about Silly. Like,
if you're gonna shoot him,
I think Silly protected me with fully Town.
Have you watched how she
I wasn't
played
really
this
protecting
game?
What? Protecting me?
No, I didn't mean protecting you. Like
protecting who then?
I don't want to say what I saw. So okay, so you weren't watching her like closely.
No, I've seen her protect me, and I think that's very Town. Anyone protecting me is Town.
I didn't really protect you that much.
Well, you did say you thought I was Towny, but then you went off from it. Well, because I stopped talking a little bit. That made sense. I think that's pretty
guys,
funny.
hashtag 2 lynches. Just saying.
I think this guy's Town.
I'm doing it. Sorry, Jan. Boom, boom, get out of the Zoom, Jan.
don't even ask me if he's a roll.
Would
you like
His formal is up. Excuse me, friends. Hey.
All right. Tremaris. Push the vote. Hoagie, 10 seconds.
I swear, if there's no KP reduced, well, I'm pretty sure Tremor's not. I'm pretty sure he is.
Wait. All right. If you'd like to vote on Hoagie, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Is that 8 to 8?
2, 4,
2, 4, 6, 7. Right?
It's 8 to 8. Excellent. Day continues. You have 2
Thank
votes.
you.
Game over. Game
Last
over.
guaranteed.
I formal Ryan, I formal Kaney, I formal Silly.
Could you stop? Wait.
Hey, why are you trying to hammer that?
Excuse me. There is a formal on Silly. Come accusation.
What?
You shot Jan. Die.
Okay.
So, hold on. In defense of Silly, before anything happens, come. Her shot was directed by the gunsmith. You understand that, right?
That is true.
But Kaney, she did call him scummy as well.
You also
Everyone called him scummy.
I can explain that.
You also understand that throwing full forward out there.
Just take an RNG formal away from us. Just an FYI.
There's 3 formals out there.
I agreed with that.
Slowly give us your reads.
Okay,
Yeah, if
so
you cover
normally.
half the Zoom and they're all town, then someone's gonna second them. Like that's the
Like,
scope.
Cupcub is.
You need to go back to taking that.
Go back to
Guys, Cupcub, stop.
Let's hear from
Silly
Silly.
talk.
Okay, so I'll explain the shot on Jan first. I was already reading Jan Scummy. Normally, Jan day 0 or day 1 when I'm like watching, he's a lot more like smiley and laughy and trolly about things. He is, or at least in my experience. So I was reading him Scummy. He wasn't putting in as much content as I'm used to seeing from him, so I was okay with that shot. Okay, so my top town. Still Fonty, 100% from what she said at the beginning of the day. I still like Spunky, though I would have liked to hear from him a bit more later on in the day. Okay, everyone talks.
Wait, can you explain your Spunky read? I'm sorry.
I liked, like, Spunky, this is pretty much entirely based on the game that I played with him last when he was Mafia. We lynched him day 1, and he was just miserable, and he was, like, sitting there, like...
Day two.
Was it day 2? Sorry.
Day one.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's day 1, yeah. But anyway, so I think that he just seems way more comfortable this game. Like, honestly, that's really all it is at this point. I really like, who else? Oh, I really like Misa. He's been good on everyone all day. He's been defending Hoagie, who I did vote on. I'm so unsure on him right now. I was really down on him, and then I wasn't, so I just kind of wanted him to get out of the game. So that's why I voted. So I don't have to think about it anymore. I still want to hear from Justice. I haven't heard from him at all. So I don't know.
seconded you. I think you're Mafia.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, I'm glad
Okay,
that I know.
I'm actually gonna like say the actual reason why I think you're Mafia. Whenever someone says this person is town for the rest of the game, that's very Mafia indicative because it means you're not reconsidering. You also just said
Silly is town for the rest of the game.
Listen, you lynched Hoagie. You didn't want to think about him.
Lucy's Mafia.
That's a good By the way, Hoagie is Mafia for the rest of the game.
Wow.
I'm not reconsidering.
Let Silly talk.
Okay. No, this is helpful actually. This is helping me get reads because
Sure,
I'm
you
not
can be Mafia.
I'm not a big fan of Cub this game.
I'm just this young guy.
Me too.
So I really think that you guys should look at Cub.
Yeah,
I am not a big fan of
I'm
what you've been doing. I don't like all the formals. I don't like you shot Jan die. Like that's not a reason to formal someone. I mean, I get the other reasons you think I'm Mafia. That's fine.
It kind of is.
I think you should take Pozai's question. He has good questions in formals.
You heard the.
I would like to you to interrogate Justice about why he thinks you're Mafia since he seconded you out of the.
I can tell you why.
Good.
So the way you shot Jan, it's not the fact that like because you scum read him, it's the fact that you didn't like have a consensus really. Like as soon as the gunsmith told you to shoot him, you were like, okay,
Incorrect.
Anyway.
Incorrect.
Like,
Incorrect.
No,
Incorrect. So the way it went down was this: Lucy wanted her to shoot Jan. Lucy asked Jan if he was a power roll. I'm pretty sure like 3 people also said, "Oh, I'm also scum reading Jan." It was like at least 15 seconds of her saying, Lucy saying, "I'm going to shoot Jan," and then her shooting Jan. Incorrect.
Mafia that can't read Jan.
Whatever you said.
If Lucy had said shoot Misa Boy, I would have been like, I really don't want to shoot Misa Boy because I think he's town. So like, I'm going with my gut and with what Lucy thinks. So I wasn't just going, yes, I will follow the gunsmith no matter what.
Fonty has good.
Ask Fonty for a question.
It's too late. There's 5 seconds left.
Answer in your 10 seconds.
Sorry, Fonty.
Okay, first Cub stuff is wrong.
This formal is up. Would you like to push or ascend?
Who has the formal?
Cub. He pushes to vote. So you have 10 seconds.
Okay, I am town. Please don't vote on me here. We'll figure stuff out tomorrow. Look at Cub. I think Justice is town now. So look at Cub for tomorrow. He's my only big Mafia read right now. Sorry, guys.
All right. If you would like to vote, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not enough. You are going into your first RNG formal.
Lucy does this formal. No one else.
Can someone give me those votes?
This is actually a tough one.
I think it goes on Cub.
Lucy, Lucy, I think Hoagie is a good formal.
Yeah, I was already formal. I have immunity.
I think
Treno is the best.
Lucy, Spunky is the best formal here.
Incorrect.
No, I don't think so.
Kenny, what do you think about
Cub is.
Treno, I think Treno is.
I'm giving you people
Mafia for today. I've seen his Mafia play.
Lucy, I think you should formal RJ.
I think the formal needs to go on Cub. Like,
RJ,
either Mafia or Mafia.
I formal Cub.
I second Cub.
You does not play like this as Mafia.
Cub. I think. Is this started?
Yes, Lucy accusation.
Cub, I think everything you said to Silly was bullshit. I think you're in the complete wrong direction.
I think your reads are generally worse than
how you're
mine.
going.
Let him give his accusation.
It's fine. Go ahead, Cub. Have fun.
All right, Lucy, I think your reads are generally worse than mine, so I think that's a really shitty accusation because you're basing it on zero factual evidence. You're saying that we're going in the wrong direction. What evidence do you have that we're going in the wrong direction? I actually think that my reads are correct.
I said I think.
What evidence do you have that your reads are going in the
me? You're one of my scum reads, and you're specifically talking over me. That's also very strange. So I came out at the very beginning of the day. I said, hey, look, these are my scum reads. I've been pushing on them all game. It's very typical of what I do. If you people don't want to read that, you are literally just strangling me out of Omgus, and you're wasting a lynch here. You're risking going to sleep day one.
Isn't that what you did with Silly?
How do you know she's down?
How do you know she's Mafia? That's basically your accusation against Silly. Oh my god, you suck, you shot.
All right, Cub, give reads outside of
That's the difference, Katie.
You shot Jan, you suck.
Cub,
That's
give reads outside of who you.
That's not at all what I said.
That's actually what you said.
That was the jokey accusation, and halfway through the formal, I literally gave the real
Give reads
accusation.
outside of your pushes.
If you were listening to it, then maybe you're town. If you weren't listening to it and you didn't give a shit, you'd probably be making these terrible accusations that people are making now. All right, Spunky, what's your question?
What you said.
All right, Spunky, what's your question?
Of the top like people who are talking and like communicating this game, which ones do you think are mafias? Like not including the lurkers.
I mean, of the people that are talking, I already mentioned I thought Keeney was Mafia. I really dislike the way that the shot went off. I think Pizza Boy is definitely someone who to be looked at. It's kind of difficult for me to get reads on him when he's like lying down like that, but I do think he could potentially be scummy. Of the lurkers, I definitely think Ryan is the biggest potential Mafia. That's why I was formaling him so adamantly. Treno could possibly be Mafia, and he has been talking. I really hate scum reading Treno. I really do.
But you do it all the time. That's funny.
I do it all the fucking time, and I fucking hate doing it every single time I do it. But
what do you think is Mafia about?
You could be like you play really well, and I would possibly think you're Mafia.
Cub, what do you think about ENS?
ENS, like honestly, I felt like everyone was pushing on him, and then everyone stopped pushing, and Fonty even said, "Hey, look, just rescind it," because I honestly felt like she was a PR reading him. Like, let's be real. I even said it, and I was like, I said it like half jokingly, and people like, and I got reactions from people, and that's another reason why I thought Ryan was fuck. I'm like losing my voice. I thought Ryan was Mafia because of his reaction to it. God, I can't even fucking yell anymore. This is anyways, this is purple fucking formal. Like, if you people don't agree with my reads, just look at how I'm giving them, how I'm presenting them. Look at the logic behind them. If you don't agree with the reads, it doesn't mean you should formal the person giving the reads. Look at the person who I'm giving reads on.
Look at your activity level this game.
Activity level is completely indicative of my.
I would say
Cap, it's a bit unfortunate that we have to kill a town here, but
by the way, in case it isn't obvious, I've super high win percentages Mafia because I don't fucking get lich, I don't fucking get scum rate, so I'm obviously.
Cap. It's unfortunate that we have to kill you as town here. We have to, that's the fact. Could you leave something for us?
Why do we have to kill him?
Holy shit, we have to get 2 lynches in, Spunk.
You don't have to kill him.
What if I think he's town? Why would I lynch him? No, I'm not even saying I do. Why should I lynch him if I think
I should be town for the rest of the game, and you should listen to my fucking reads because I'm an asset to fucking town.
This formal is up. Who holds it?
Lucy.
Push yours in. 10 seconds.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm actually an asset to town. I'm actually going to be useful fucking day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Like, I'm not going to be some lurky shitter who's not going to help town solve the game. So, go ahead.
All right. If you would like to vote on Cub, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is enough. Cub, you're dead. Everybody stay awake for RNG 2.
Wow.
Oh, we got it.
Okay.
All right, let's take the time to talk for a little bit.
First, why did you late hammer Cup when you thought he was?
Because I wasn't sure if the vote goes
didn't late hammer.
We're gonna come.
Yeah, he did.
in this town.
I want to hear from Ryan real quick.
Lucy, I want my gun.
Yeah, only got that many
Hearing
votes.
from Ryan.
I want 10 seconds from Ryan. Nobody else talk. Like, where are you? Who do you want to kill?
My top town is Lucy. My 3 Mafia were Cub, NS, and I do have Caney on there as well, but I'm not as confident there.
Lucy, top town.
We're not gonna kill Randall.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Why are you eating
Cub,
Caney
yeah,
Mafia?
Me. Interesting.
Spunky, can
I
you
kinda
No,
wanted
it
to-
doesn't matter anymore.
What did you say, Misa?
Spunky,
This game,
talk.
he's second
Yeah.
earlier on, like, where are you?
I like Lucy. I don't like RJ. I don't like Justice. Misa's questionable. I like Fonty. I like Caney. I like Posei and Zen.
All right, so we
Spunky,
only got
what
a
do you
minute.
think
Say my name.
Lucy, let's see.
Fonty, who do you want to kill?
RJ, definitely.
I
No.
agree.
Do
Yes.
not go
I'm good
on,
with,
Lucy.
I'm good with RJ. I'm good with
I mean,
Ryan.
RJ's
Ryan.
pocket's so deep, I can't.
Lucy, I'm not Mafia.
I can't find my way out.
I have gone on
Lucy,
people
the
and, like, tried to
only
help
one you
town.
voted on out of the first 3 votes.
Hoagie, who I thought was town because people were going on him.
RJ,
Exactly, thank you.
RJ, did you vote on Cub?
Yes, I voted on Cub. Of course I fucking voted on him. I
And the
called
only
him
one
Mafia
amongst the
all
first 3 formers he voted on.
I called him
He
Lick.
didn't
I
ask a
literally
single
called him
question. He
Mafia,
asked
working, not doing anything. All he's done is play fucking Hearthstone.
I like
He's literally
Posei.
done nothing
I
this
kill
this
RJ.
entire day. Like Spunky, I wanted to get a read on him by calling him scummy early on, and he's just like,
RJ, are
do
you?
not follow me, Lucy.
RJ, are you a roll?
Do not follow me,
Are
Lucy.
you a roll?
Lucy, I'm about to snap from
Why are you always asking me?
Go ahead, Fonty.
I formal RJ.
I second RJ.
Accusation.
What the fuck?
RJ, I hated your questions to Zen.
I'm
Like
medic.
you were
I'm
trying
medic.
to
Let's just
bury
see him
him.
go to sleep.
Oh, shit, boy.
Oh my god, RJ was the towniest motherfucker in the game too.
Serious.
You just say RJ?
Let us use our time.
Like,
What did
Do
you
not
just say, RJ?
rescind.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Do
I'm gonna
not
find
rescind.
him.
He's town.
I am not.
What did you just say?
Okay, stop.
Right.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say
medic.
I do not want people
He's
talking.
not the medic. I'm the
I
medic.
do not want people
He's not
talking.
the medic.
That's really
Counterclaim.
He's not the medic.
Why did you
Mafia.
counterclaim? I believe you, silly dog.
Okay, hold on. This is good. Hold
And
on.
this is hilarious.
Okay, stop. So RJ is literally conceding. Look at his face, right? Okay.
I'm
So,
not conceding.
all right, you just got shit on by like silly. Come on.
No,
Honestly.
listen, this is hilarious because I saved RJ Night Zero.
No, Caney.
This is because this
Silly's
is
not the medic.
right. Can you let me talk? Right.
I
This
pushed the
game-
vote.
Right,
No,
this
Gary,
game is-
you the medic?
This game is fucked. I'm the cop. I have a red check on Night Zero on Fonty. I tried to call medic and just hoped that the medic wouldn't out because it's retarded. But this is like, this is a mental game. This game is literally fucked.
Anybody want to
It's
see
literally-
PR before
You're
getting
not cool medic
I do
there,
all-
RJ.
I tried out to calm
No,
down.
I'm just gonna say that counterclaim.
Okay, hold on.
No,
Okay.
there is
RJ,
no
why didn't you just get PR before getting formal then?
Stop yelling. Stop yelling.
He
We are
outspoke
going to discuss this. All right, so RJ, are you just really good at Mafia that you're trying to out 2 roles in one formal? Or what?
RJ, like you realize if you're like the actual cop, you formal your red check and RNG too. You know that person is dying.
Yeah.
Guys, shut up.
I'm curious why you didn't do that.
I don't care
Counterclaim.
what happens here.
I'm cop. I counterclaim. I'm
Shut the
cop.
fuck up.
I swear, I really am.
Shut the fuck up. You're
Oh
not cop.
my god.
All right,
RJ,
RJ,
Hoagie, you're not the
swear.
fucking cop.
Yes, I am, and I'm checking your Trend Morris tomorrow.
one at a time. RJ, I don't care what role you are. If
RJ, you're muted, by the way.
RJ, we're killing you.
I don't know, like what
Regardless.
happened.
GG. If we lose this
Okay.
round, so be it.
You're really brave. You got the good reads on me.
All
It's
right,
fine,
so
but you're
RJ.
not the fucking cop.
So
I
RJ.
am.
Yo,
I
Hoagie,
swear.
shut up. Okay, Hoagie. Who'd you check then, Hoagie?
I'm going to check Trend Morris.
Oh, who'd you check last night?
Who'd I check? I checked.
You're not the cop. Got it. Okay, RJ.
Yeah, I told you that he's not the cop.
It's alright. All right. So Hoagie, stop talking. RJ.
Literally hard framing cop.
Okay, RJ. If you have a red check on Fonty, why not push on her at all?
Because I didn't want to fucking die because I'd already pushed on.
You have a red check. It's beneficial to town. Why are you letting Fonty
on you?
Like,
Why are you letting Fonty? Why are you letting Fonty?
Honestly, whatever. We can talk about this post game now. It's too late. This game.
No. If you're the real cop, I'm not gonna fucking lynch you.
Okay, you don't lynch me then because I am the real cop.
Then explain your fucking reasoning for not pushing against Fonty at all. Not even
Because
like remotely saying I don't think.
If I push on Fonty, he's already calling me scum, and the rest of town is like, there's people calling me scum and people calling Fonty town. If I push on her, she's just gonna omgus the shit out of me, and people will think that's town pushing on Mafia. Oh, I've already got a bit of a scum read on RJ. We'll lynch RJ. I would have died.
RJ, I didn't start scum reading you until halfway through the day. You had a chance to scum read me earlier. You did not.
Medic is not the role you claim.
I'm going to die in the night. Silly,
Yeah, medic isn't the role you claim either, by the way.
Silly,
That's
you
the
say
worst role you can claim.
I'm gonna get double stacked. If I don't, I don't know. They're probably gonna
Guys,
try and
this
get
is the
this.
problem. Silly's not
Why did you claim medic?
We don't
That's
talk
another
about this.
question.
Silly, you should never have counted.
Look at her face.
Why, RJ, why didn't you just claim PR before you?
Why didn't you just claim you had a red check immediately?
Okay, it was like.
Guys, you have to vote here. You have to vote.
Yo, his mentor is pretty fucking smart.
Like, I thought Lucy had a better read on me. I didn't think he was actually.
Yo,
whatever.
You're
I
dying now,
asked you if
silly.
you were PR.
Yeah, you did, but like, what am I gonna do? Like, it was,
You had
it was,
your chance,
it was gonna happen. I
You
tried.
didn't even have to say which one.
All right,
Yeah.
push or ascend.
Push.
10 seconds.
Okay. I don't think there's like any point in pushing it. I think you should have rescinded, but I really hope that you.
What? What the fuck do you expect?
All right, talking during other.
This game's fucked. Sorry,
Right.
guys.
That's 10 seconds. If you would like to vote on RJ, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough. Go to sleep.
I think you're good.
Dead. I think I'm good too. Silly, Trino, both you die.
I have a gun.
I fucking hate you, Lucy.
Lucy, what the fuck?
You're obviously.
You could have gone
I mean-
more people.
We're gonna.
Okay, can I explain to Matt why
I think we kill Hoagie.
Shut the
Listen,
fuck up.
listen.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! We're killing Fonty. I have to
Okay.
decide. I have 20 minutes to decide who we should shoot.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. What just happened?
I know
RJ had a red check.
Silly guy.
I really wasn't. I'm sorry.
Cop came out of the red check.
Yo, Lucy.
Yeah, the
Lucy.
red check Fonty
Yes, sir.
probably needs to die.
I think we kill Hoagie.
Well, okay, first of all,
Maybe,
So, I'm
maybe
gonna say
Well, okay, hang on. Let me think about something.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say this.
So-
I don't. All right, so I'm gonna talk for a second because I didn't talk at all yesterday. I'm gonna say what happened like last night was, I think RJ tried to make a really really intelligent play, by outing two roles. That being said, like the way he defended Hoagie yesterday, like why is everyone stepping up and calling him Mafia? And he kept
because
saying
he
it.
started
Like,
fake
no,
claiming stuff.
No, but
Maybe
like, I
that's
think
why?
why can't it be Town pushing on you? Why does it have to be like all these people and some of them
Town
are
was
Mafia?
already pushing on me.
Justice.
Hoagie,
How,
why
how
did
do you
you
know?
counterclaim?
How do you know Town's pushing on
Okay,
you?
I counterclaimed because I thought, well, I wanted to
don't know
see his
this.
reaction to what happens when I counterclaim. If he did something like,
Why didn't you resent when Kaney pinged you out there and asking for your check?
He did.
You already
did.
no.
I'm
You
not
already
cop.
had your.
I'm
you
not
already,
cop.
You already had his reaction, but instead of just saying, "Kaney, I'm not cop," you went
Like it was the way RJ defended you.
one
He
check.
kept-
no, I think I went.
I think his Mafia partner, his Mafia partner, were getting pinged, and
Put your hand down,
back,
Fonty.
and he was able to step in and try to defend you and get like.
I want to hear from Fonty. No.
I think RJ was a cop, to be honest. First, I really thought Jan was a cop. Like when
If
his
he was a
reaction
cop, then
and
he
the way
made
he
it
was playing,
he
like
was
I
really
really
the
thought Jan was a cop.
So, like,
But
so-
after RJ's reaction, I know how RJ plays, and I really think he was a cop.
If
So
he was the cop, then he cost us the game by outing the medic.
exactly. That's what makes
might be
sense.
true, but I really think he
I
was
disagree. I
Him
don't think
as
he's that dumb.
Town. Okay, you
I
gotta
think
realize
he's
this.
smart
Him
enough
as
to do that
Town.
as Mafia.
You gotta realize that, like,
I think
him
there's
as
too much
Town,
lipstick on
he
Mafia.
knows in
You
RNG2
think
that
I'm
he's
Mafia?
likely dying, so he would have immediately
Not
claimed.
really.
Yeah, but Misa, he was
The
pinged out.
outburst, it kind of made
out
sense,
20
but I
seconds.
don't think you're
Stop,
No,
stop,
but
was
in
asked by
RNG2,
you.
he essentially went through everything a Mafia would do to try to
Right.
try to, like, you know,
Who has the
go
vote?
about trying to make
Who has
his
the
Mafia.
vote?
I do not have.
I do.
All right, I want to hear
Thank you,
Posey
Adam.
say them. Stop. I want to hear Posey say them.
I said I do not have the one specifically on him. Sorry.
I
Oh,
do.
God, who does? Zen. Okay.
Well,
Zen.
the no votes are me,
No.
Lucy, Kermit, you, and RJ himself.
You, Lucy, Kermit, you, and who?
himself. Yeah.
Me, Lucy, Kermit, you.
I found
Hey, why did you not vote?
Because lynching the cop there is kind of bad, especially when Silly
But do you
just
think
outed.
he's that? No, so
When
I'm gonna say
Silly
this.
just outed his medic.
If I say this, Kenny, think he's that bad to do that?
Exactly.
No.
RJ did it before, to be honest. Like he was trying to protect himself.
Like, super
He was trying to protect himself. He did it in the game before, so he has
If he
done it before.
claims like, all right, so if you're ever gonna as town like
So he
fake
has
claim
a
a role to try to save your own skin, never make it the fucking best.
Guys,
Like,
I
he
want
fake
like
claimed
5
twice,
minutes.
so that's
All
why
we
I
do is
voted.
please.
I know most people.
Just say your PR.
So, let her talk.
Guys.
Let Fonty talk.
Exactly.
Thank you. Okay, first I need to know who did not vote yesterday.
Me, Lucy, Kermit, Zen.
Kermit, 2? Okay, good. Thank you. And now I need to know, Hoagie, did you watch All Stars last night? Game 1.
Who
Yes.
cares?
Did you think what
Wait,
Pope
game 1? No.
You
Who
didn't
cares?
game because because there were cops counterclaiming each other in that game. I want to know if Hoagie thinks that's a good idea.
That is a very
Oh wait, that part, yeah, I did. I saw them counterclaiming, and I was just like, maybe I could try that.
I want to know where this line of questions
Is that what you thought?
Okay,
Yeah,
because,
I thought that was pretty good. I thought they
because I'm wondering if Hoagie counterclaims him there as Mafia.
No, Mafia counterclaiming their partner is just retarded. In that situation,
Yeah,
whatever,
but it's
whatever. That all right. So this is not All Stars. So like,
It is me.
Okay, here's where I'm at right now. I think that RJ is the type of player who tends to town side hard as Mafia, with the exception, obviously, of the end where he's setting me up to die here and outing power rolls. And I'm really, really glad the cop didn't out, and you shouldn't out today, not to save me. Okay? Cool.
unless you have a red check.
Is that what you're telling me?
If you have a fucking red check, you out.
Let me talk. If you have a red check, please out right now. But no, I think Lucy is town. Zen is town. Spunky matched my reads earlier. I'm not really sure on this read, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay. RJ attacked. Sorry, RJ defended Ian and Hoagie yesterday. I don't think he defends them that hard if they're his partners as Mafia, so I think they are town. I think Kaney and Kermit are town because they didn't vote on their obviously outed Mafia partner. Like, that's what you would do if you were Mafia there. Make sense? That means that we have 3 Mafia between Pazai, Ryan, Justice, and Misa. And
Kozai
Lucy.
is not Mafia, so cut that one out of there.
Okay.
Who?
And Lucy gave a
Kozai.
gun to Ryan.
All right. So,
Yeah, but well, I mean,
so I do have a red check.
Kozai's
Joe.
done.
I have a red check on Hoagie.
Yeah, 100% hard claim, never send.
I have a red check on Hoagie.
Lucy,
I have a
what
green
have you
check on
done?
Template Night Zero.
Ah,
I would
Rhino.
actually believe that.
Are you serious?
Oh.
You gunned Ryan?
Rhino.
Smart.
Have you seen
I
my
form a
balls?
Hoagie.
I don't.
There will be no formals. I'm gonna have 18 minutes of meditation.
No, I have a red check on Hoagie. I form a Hoagie.
Oh,
We're doing-
Justice, are you serious?
Justice, you're asking me a shot.
Jesus Christ.
I have a red check on you.
Let's use the time instead of this crap.
I really doubt that you're cop. I really do. After all the fake claims that went through this game.
You doubt that he's cop, or you doubt it because he's calling you Mafia?
No, I doubt that he's cop. That's why.
So you are
Say
Mafia.
you doubt it, you should say you know he's
No,
not.
I'm not Mafia. I think I went through this the first day.
He said he had a red check on you.
So-
So you don't. I do not think he's the cop. You know he's not the cop.
Because he's got that red check's wrong. That's why.
Oh, so he accidentally thought if he typed Hoagie, but he meant to type Ian.
That's not it. I don't. He's not. I don't think he's cop. I
Why
think he's
don't
just
you think
claiming.
know? You should know he's not cop.
I don't know if I can use this read on Hoagie. I really don't.
Don't worry. So I'm not the cop, but I hated that fucking.
I fucking called it, didn't I?
No, I hated your reaction to it. Like I think it was terrible.
Why do you go on Hoagie? Hoagie is systematically gonna fucking say some stupid shit that's automatically gonna get him read as Mafia, even if
whatever.
Down.
Oh well.
No, don't go on Hoagie.
Justice, how
can you
many
give-
games?
I'm not the cop.
Justice, can you give us your reads on?
Yeah,
Like,
but you reaction tested the worst possible person to reaction test.
Oh, do you want me to go on you, who I thought was town? Like,
Misa boy, maybe Ryan, maybe.
Misa?
Somebody who's gonna give you a
I
better
was reading
reaction.
Misa's town.
Whatever. Like I don't know.
Reaction testing Ryan when he has a gun.
Like
is-
my other option was like
Justice, can you rescind, please?
Yeah,
Spunky,
yeah, I
what are
understand.
you thinking? I want to hear from
Justice. I want to hear your reads.
What am I thinking right now?
Yeah,
I think
because you're like,
We
oh
kill
my
Hoagie.
God, I want to strangle you before I strangle Fonty.
Why do you
And
want to
I know I
strangle
should
me?
strangle Fonty first.
It's not my fault. I'm sorry that he did that. It's not my fault.
Wait, why do you want to
Yeah,
strangle
but what if he was the cop?
But he's not. I'm
So
sorry.
what if he was? Nobody
Alright,
fucking knows.
So far, I like.
I want to hear from.
I liked Fonty yesterday.
Alright, so like,
Okay,
my,
stop.
That
I wanna hear
RG was
Spunky.
actually.
my read so far, like, I feel like
Spunky is giving reads. Why are people saying my read so far? Stop. Spunky, go.
What?
Finishing where I left off. I think Zen's still town from yesterday. I know Posei is town because Posei is Posei.
Are you the cop?
Huh?
Are you the cop?
No.
Well, why are you fake claiming stupid roles yesterday?
Because I thought that there was a chance that I could take the bullet for a silly.
Interesting. Who did you
Spunky, why did you smile yesterday all day long when the shitfest happened?
That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. You didn't think that shit was funny.
Kermit, when I die, you better carry this game.
I think kill. Oh God, I want to say
It's my birthday, but it's not like I don't know.
Could we stop talking
think
about
that's pretty good.
irrelevant things over Spunky, please?
Do you want me to say that again? I
Yeah,
think if we
we can
kill
hear
Hoagie, Misa, Ian, we're in a good spot.
So here's what we're actually gonna do today. We're gonna we are 100% formaling and killing Fonty. If
Are you shooting Hoagie?
I'll shoot who I please.
Oh my
You won't get to know until the shot has already gone off.
Let's see.
Well, didn't RJ have a red check on Fonty?
Yeah, we're gonna lynch Fonty. We're gonna shoot someone else. I'll tell you who to shoot.
Lucy, you're being so bad. Stop.
Lucy, in the
Honestly,
Fonty, I don't care. I kill Mafia. It's time to die, bitch.
Wait, Lucy.
Ouch.
I really don't think she's Mafia.
Damn, son.
Lucy,
Ian, explain
in the
your-
world, let's just go
I'm
through
here,
RJ is
I kind of don't like Kermit anymore.
is Mafia. Where are the
That's fine,
Mafia
you
who
don't
didn't
have to
vote
like
on him? Where the
Why aren't you
Mafia
reacting
stayed?
properly?
There are none.
What?
Everyone
My
who
reaction
didn't vote,
sucked.
maybe Zen. Zen could be Mafia, but like at this point, like
Lucy.
Kermit and Keeney, like I'm just accepting them in the town circle.
So I want to hear
I don't
what
like Kermit.
Ian is confident that Fonty is Mafia.
Just because I don't like you.
Because I
I
really
don't like you because you reacted poorly when I said it.
I don't think that RJ is
What?
Stop.
When I
Stop.
said I don't like
Stop.
you,
Stop.
you
Stop.
actually,
Stop.
like,
Stop.
replying to
Spunky
DP.
and Kermit.
This might be like some crazy meta thing.
Stop. Ian, stop.
But I
Hold on.
don't think. Okay.
I feel like we shouldn't be shooting Fonty.
All right. Thank you. Stop. Let Ian talk without being interrupted.
All right. Why I think that Fonty's town? That's what you want to know.
I mean, you said she should be the lynch.
What? No, I said that she was town. I said I really think that she's town. I don't think that you might have some like crazy meta thing that you do on DM, but I don't think that the cop fake claims medic and then claims cop in their formal to avoid being lynched. I don't think that that's how this game is played.
But don't you think it's like a possibility, and then we should?
Actually, can I say something for a second?
That assumption.
Ian, just to help you out here, it's actually possible that the cop would do that, and here's why. If you claim medic, if you claim cop, you're getting double stacked every time. If you claim medic, they might not, they're going to shoot you, but they're only going to shoot you once, which means you can be protected by the actual medic. You get it? So it makes sense. It's just a horrible play in this kind of game.
It makes sense if you're not scumred by half the Zoom.
Yeah, that too.
I feel like we should be looking more into Spunky and
loud music. What the
Why me, Misa?
Hey, by the way,
I mean,
if we
even
miss
Kermit actually for that matter.
Why? Give me a read on me right now.
So
That hasn't said
yesterday,
anything.
I thought your demeanor was really towny. But like actually, like I like your read on Hoagie. Like, I think Hoagie seems really scummy.
So Fonty, who do you want to kill?
Especially after
What
Justice
did you just say yesterday?
So why did you say my name?
Yeah, I thought that, but like ever since then, completely
Justice-
fallen off. Treno died in the night.
Well, of course, that's obviously to put scum on me.
Can I say I'm willing? I mean, Justice is the best of my four right now, so I'm looking at Pizai, Ryan, and Miza.
I think
After
Not
everything that happened.
Change that read.
I think Rhino was like
Ryan.
his formal.
I'd love to hear from Zen after this.
but like.
Yeah, actually.
Is it Rhino the one that has
Zen
to
go. Zen go.
There's only 7 people right now. The only towniest person I'm reading is Justice.
Okay, cool, Misa. Zen go.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said about me, Misa.
I'm not sure if anyone heard before when I said it, but I said that if we mislynch and misshoot, then we'll probably lose.
Not true. The numbers are not
right
there.
because
No, we're fine.
We will always have hit
If
one.
we
then.
kill,
Oh wait, no.
if we
Then
kill
lose
Fon-
the
if we
next
kill
turn.
Fonty, we always get another day.
It's true. Just don't do it.
Oh wait, no.
I don't really know what to argue with that. I'm sorry.
wait, no,
Hedging
it
says
goes
not
to
to kill
Lilo.
me.
I will say that Fonzie likes controlling the
Like, just read Fonty off of her
RG2 form.
place
That's Mafia.
and like she's far more towny. Like,
I don't
Fonty-
care about reading Fonty at all. Like when this day started, she was already dead. Come on.
Lucy,
Damn,
Learn to
Lucy.
play. She's
Lucy,
dead.
why so?
You're guaranteed a Mafia that way.
And also, Fonty, if the Mafia will probably never kill you because the question mark will always be there of if you were actually red checked. So if we get to late game, like final 3, like you have to die, and if you're actually town, we lose. So it's better to lynch you early.
But I have good reads, so I'll stop us from getting to final 3. If
All right,
you
give
don't,
us a read.
Yeah, the read on me is wrong. So
Mafia, as I found Mafia and RJ, and I can get more of them, and we won't even get to final 3. It won't be a problem.
Who were your 3 scum reads again? Because you're always wrong on one of them, and I know you're wrong on me, so I need the other 2.
Oh shit.
They were Misa and Ryan, maybe Justice.
Alright, we got him, boys. Final 3.
Fonty, if we don't kill you today, there is a potential of 4 still being alive, and then we lose.
But I'm not.
Did he just shut off his
He's
camera?
gone.
Yeah, someone walked in his room.
Oh.
1-1. Yep. Oh, sorry.
We can hear you talk.
I
but we
hit
don't
the
That
see-
is true.
That's interesting.
Like we can totally do that. I guess.
Kenny, who would you like to shoot today?
I
I
fucking
don't
no
really
idea.
think he's Mafia.
Like yesterday, I had a split through town, and I didn't know which one was actually being town and which one was being Mafia because you were like I had points against both like sides of town and both sides of Mafia. Like I'm like I don't know.
I'm right here for the town.
Oh wait, yeah.
I'm really not like
outside of like
boy. I'm
outside of like
this-
Pazai
Misa
and
this boy-
Justice.
Misa this game.
Like
Okay,
Pazai-
so
Misa, you're way too indecisive.
I don't know. Like all the people
This is
here
your
right
Mafia.
now. Like I don't have good reads on outside of like.
All right, I'm ready, boys.
Like,
I formal
Justice
Hold
is
hold on, no, because
Wait, didn't I don't have a gun?
You're gonna shoot her.
Lucy,
You're
you might
gonna shoot her. What is she gonna say? That she got red checked? Blah blah blah.
I don't care. We have better.
So shoot her. Let somebody else fucking
Can I
talk in the
just
formal.
restate my reads one last time?
Yeah,
Also, I kind of want to
Kenny
be
and
formal,
Ryan.
but it's fine. Just do this with me. 'Cause I wanted- the votes were going to be good because I'm like.
I feel like we have better chances of lynching.
Fonty, Fonty.
So who do you want to shoot?
Wait, 2 seconds.
I don't want to tell you.
Two secs. Fonty,
It's a
you know RJ is Mafia.
Secret.
Yes.
So where's the Mafia that didn't vote?
Kenny, it's not you.
Why would Okay, here's the thing. He
There's
was
a
out
possibility
in
that
Mafia
Mafia
to die. He was dying there. We all knew he was dying there. I think
Yeah.
all Mafia voted.
Do you think there's a chance that he's just
You
shitting
think
ET like
the
Lucy
only
was when he
form of
claimed
not
top
voting was
on
down, meaning that Mafia actually potentially killed their own partner?
Yes.
Yeah, why wouldn't they do that?
Because he was so obviously going down. He was so obviously Mafia. Oh my gosh.
He just.
I don't know. Each second that passes, I'm town reading Fonty more and more.
I know, me too.
Okay, that
Careful, Kenny.
I don't think it's a good idea to vote on like a cop who doesn't even get like counterclaim. That's
I am sick of
happens.
this.
It happens so often lately.
This day needs to end. I formal Misa boy.
Go for it.
Why Misa boy?
I second Misa.
Accusation.
Fuck you, die.
My actual accusation against you is you've been really wishy-washy with your reads. Your top town today is fucking Justice of all people. I don't know why. I want you to.
You don't know why?
I want you to elaborate more on that. That's why I just said it. And then like
You clearly don't
even
know
even yesterday, you pushed against me. It was really bad. So
why. You don't know why I have.
Yes, he doesn't know why.
Yes, tell me.
All right.
That's why I asked it.
All right, so regardless, all right, like no one outside of like Justice and Pazai have been like really towny for me. Like you yesterday, like I don't know, I can't read you that well, but like Slip says that like you as Mafia are like fairly like I don't know how to say it, but like at the start of a day, like I guess like you would probably never make those 9-0.
I was gonna say those aren't Caney kills, by the
those
way.
are never Caney kills. But like regardless, like you at day one, you're sort of like more depressed as Mafia, and I felt like yesterday you were really depressed, and that's why I feel like I was reading you slightly scummy yesterday, and I still am. Like Ben's formal was like he essentially just gave up. He gave it to RJ of all people, and like he let RJ talk through his formal the entire time. Like Ben's pretty scummy for that. Like Pazai's reactions all day yesterday, like he's been fairly smiley and like
Here comes the smart read.
I think his demeanor is really good, but like Pazai, I think Pazai is town. Outside of that, like I don't have.
Who's your top kill, Misa?
Top kill. I wouldn't mind killing Hogai or even
Irisend, I
or even
Rhino.
No,
I said
I found Misa Boy.
Accusation on Huagi.
I second Misa Boy.
Look, I already gave my reads at the beginning of the day with my formal. I don't know what else to say. I'm not Mafia for the last
No, you
time.
didn't give your formals.
Yes, I did.
No, you
Okay.
Why I wasn't the cop.
Now, since the formal is on you, I'm gonna fucking like coach you. All right. Even if you are Mafia, I'm gonna coach the shit out of you.
All right, dude. Coach
Stop saying that you're not Mafia. Stop saying that you are town. Give reads. Give reads. Who do you think is Mafia? Who do you think is town? Why on each one?
Okay. I think Rhino hasn't spoken much. I think that's pretty Mafia-like. I think Ian hasn't spoken that much. I don't like Misa Boy's wish-washing, like you said. Misa Boy went straight to back to like. He
Can I
went
have
all.
some original reads?
What? I'm
Let him
trying.
talk because he's gonna comment on every little fucking thing that anybody says. Go.
Misa Boy just went right on top of me when yesterday he was saying that I wasn't Mafia, but now he is.
Rhino, you could shoot Fonty now.
Losai, what is it?
Do you not understand how the person's read might have changed
That phrase.
yesterday with you fake claiming and you generally not doing particularly much after your formal?
I think that it's real. I don't like how they just flipped over that quickly. That's why. That's all my reads. I think Misa Boy, Rhino, and maybe Ian are in a Mafia team together. The rest, I like how Caney formaled Misa Boy because some of his reads are like close to mine.
Who's your Mafia team again?
Rhino, Misa Boy, and Ian. And now I think you're more scummy because you just shot my top town.
Yeah, but
Why is Fonty the top 10?
Because Fonty in the beginning had good reads on why.
Yeah, but Hoagie,
Like, why would you?
I voted on RJ, and RJ claimed cop and had a red check.
You do realize that no matter what, to continue, make sure we continue for more days. We always kill Fonty here, no matter what.
So I've
I did not realize that.
True, but like I don't know. He was
so
really-
when have I not contributed to a Mafia kill?
I never said RJ. I thought RJ was a hit. And it was
Yeah,
for
I voted on RJ. I voted on RJ.
Hoagie, did you vote?
Yes, I voted.
Why?
Because he fake claimed medic and then he went to cop. Like, I don't think that's a real claim after he just fake claimed. That's why.
Did you like his reasoning for doing it?
No, not really.
Why did you call Trent?
What was his reasoning for doing it?
Because he didn't want to get lynched as cop. He didn't want to get double stacked. And he wanted.
Why did you call Treno Mafia yesterday? Like, what was your read on that? I also
know.
called him Mafia. I want to see if it was the same reasoning.
Oh, same. I already said it in the beginning of the day in day one because he formaled me first.
As I said during Hoagie's last formal, it was only a tunnel back on him because he was called Mafia by him.
Exactly.
Hey, let's hear from Ian.
I'm just wondering how you're reading Zen, because you called me and Ryan out for lurking, but he's sort of doing the same thing.
You lurked pretty hard. I mean, you lurked pretty hard. You were lurking a lot
lurked
throughout the
less hard?
game, and I don't like it. That's why I think you're.
I'm asking about Zen.
But didn't
Oh.
Sen do the same?
Yeah, Zen did do the same. If there was 4 Mafia alive right now, he'd probably be the 4th one.
Did RJ have a read on Hoagie?
Yeah, he said I was town.
Interesting.
Would you like to push or ascend? 10 seconds.
I'm not Mafia. I'm town. Don't vote on this.
If you would like to vote on this, you may raise your hand to your camera. In 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough. Woggy, you are dead. Confirming. Oh, let me look at all these people. Dead, mentor, dead, mentor. Dead, dead, dead. Dead, dead, dead. Mentor. All right, we're good. Confirming that Resistance is a shit game. Lucy falls over dead.
All right. Good sign, guys.
Justice, you're the cop, right? Justice, you're the cop, right?
Yeah.
What are your checks?
I gave real checks yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Shit. Good shit. What's your check tonight? Last night?
Kaney's green.
Why would you check Kaney?
Because people were questioning.
Did Kaney vote on Woggy?
I want to know. I want to know why Misa thought it was obvious yesterday. Hold on. I want to start it off right now. I want to know why Misa.
Hang on. Hoagie died. Hoagie just got lynched.
Okay, I understand Hoagie just got lynched and KP shows to be reduced, but I want to know why you yesterday thought it was obvious that he was actually the cop after he rescinded his.
The way he was playing day one was very cop-like. Like he was.
What if I rescind again? Because I'm not the cop.
Really?
I'm not the fucking cop. Oh my God. Come on, buddy.
So I think Misa Boy is Mafia.
Fuck?
I think Misa Boy is obviously Mafia.
I'm not the cop.
I will fucking explain.
That's how.
I will explain it right now. Justice in no way was obviously the cop there.
Never.
How was he not obviously the cop?
Because I'm not the fucking cop.
And let me finish and explain. Okay, so Misa Boy thought it was obvious that Justice was the cop because he was partners with Hoagie, and he knew that the check was real, even if Justice wasn't real.
What?
As a cop. You knew that Hoagie was Mafia?
How the fuck did I know that?
Because you're Mafia with him. That's what I'm getting at.
That literally makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense. Misa.
Wait, do you actually?
Katie, can you explain me why
okay,
don't they
hang on.
kill him in the night then?
I can explain it if you'd like.
What?
Why does
Yeah,
he
like
just
why
kill
wouldn't I have
him in
killed
the night?
him?
He knows the medic.
Town cred. Town cred.
What?
Town
That's the
cred. You
stupidest play in the world if I know he's the cop and
Also, I rescinded, and you have a confirmed town to kill.
What?
All right, so there's a possibility if I ever keep a claim right there, people can push scum on me and say, "Oh, what if RJ is a cop?" Da da da, and actually push scum onto somebody. You could also have like, and then you also have the confirmed town that you kill. Like, does that make sense?
Okay, all right. So I thought you were town because of your play yesterday, and that's the only reason I thought you were town. Like outside of that, like your day one play was like it was scummy, but like it was like scummy to the point where you were like paying attention to everyone and everyone's actions. All right, that's why I thought you were cop. Like yesterday, like the way you were pushing on Hoagie was like cop like, but like you didn't seem to like potentially have a red check on him. You could have had a green on someone else. That's what I was thinking. All right. Outside of that, like I still think Pazai is like my town, my like top.
So how is it ever obvious that I'm the cop then?
I thought okay, so like the way you were pushing on Hoagie, like even though it looked like I thought it looked like you had a red check on him, but like it seemed like you probably had a green check on someone else.
You town read him before he ever claimed on Hoagie.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
When did I say that?
You said Justice is your top down.
I said that because I thought he was the cop.
How did you even like? How would you remotely think that if he hasn't said anything? Your timeline is fucked up here. You're fucking saying that you thought he was the cop before he even said anything remotely. Like
Kenny, apparently you're the one who's not paying attention. I said that in my formal. That's why I said Justice is town, and then I never explained it further than that. Like I don't understand how you're like making this bullshit up. Like that's so stupid.
All right, guys. I think I solved the game. If we kill in this order, Misa, Ian, Kermit, and then final 3 Ryan, we win the game.
Can you give your town read on Pazai? Are you so sure he's town?
I have a very good read on Posai based off of his tone, his demeanor, and the way he laughs and smirks. Are you conceding?
Ian, I was wondering why you didn't vote on Hoagie yesterday, and why you didn't vote on him day 1.
Yeah, like I okay, so like I
In
need to
the
hear
split
more
vote.
from like Zen, Rhino, and like Ian.
Yeah, so what I've done this game so far
Even
is
Kermit. Actually, what the fuck? Why do I keep forgetting about Kermit? Like,
I know, that's why Kermit's in my kill
Holy
circle.
shit.
We're good, we're good.
I voted on.
Girl, it's my birthday. You can't kill me, asshole.
Wait, Misa, you didn't even vote on Hoagie?
I did. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that.
I voted on.
One day for me. Why wouldn't I vote on?
Okay, let me tell you what I voted on. I voted on Cub, who was lynched, RJ, Ogie, and I shot Fonty, which pretty much guarantees that I've participated and killed some Mafia.
You've also killed down.
Who are the no votes on Hoagie again?
Well, only in situations where they're in combination with.
Like who else though?
So Cub.
Those are 4. Cub, Hoagie, RJ, and Fonty.
Oh no.
Ryan, who's your top
Who didn't
favorite?
vote on Hoagie yesterday?
It was just Ian, Keeney. Yeah, that's it. And himself.
Ian, Caney. Ian, did you vote on RJ?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Is there no cop alive today? Like,
like
no, just think about it. Think about it for a second. Like,
I'm thinking.
Like,
All
okay.
right, so I'm gonna say this: there's potential that we reduce KP through Lucy. There's potential that we reduce KP through the RJ actually being the cop and making that dumb play, and then us actually hitting on Jan.
Yep.
Or it could have been Cub. It could have been Cub as well.
Maybe Cub.
Potential too.
But
didn't Cub give like a town pass to Fonty?
Shit, maybe we hit 3. Fuck.
Hey, who voted on Cub? Or who didn't vote on Cub?
I'm sorry, I just like zoned.
No, we didn't hit 3 because we killed.
I just I want to hear from Ian, and then Spunky.
Actually, I think I can select Kermit. Who do you think are
Let's hear from Ian. Let's hear from Ian.
What?
Who do you think are potentially Mafia this game?
Potentially.
Who are your Mafia reads right now?
Dan, Rhino, Spunky, Ian, Mitza, Justice.
So you have a shit ton. Okay, Ian, what are your scum reads?
Potentially, I'm not saying they are.
Okay, so what are your reads?
I don't have any.
I actually think is
I don't have any very significant scum reads.
Okay,
that-
Ryan, who are your scum reads?
Spunky. This line of questioning is fucking awful.
No, it's great. Trust me.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry, Ian. Someone talking over you. Could you repeat?
Trust me. This is good.
Okay, I think
Because they're all
that
gonna
Justice is
accept
town.
votes
I think
from
that
into
Caney
the
is
heart.
town.
Please.
I think that I've had Zen as town from day one, but he's sort of fallen off just from lack of participation, I guess. But I can't really fault him too much for that since
That's how he plays.
I'm obviously doing the same thing. I'm not sure why so many people are town rating Kermit, and then Pazai, I don't really have anything on either of those two. I don't like Mizo right now, and I don't like Ryan.
Okay, guys, here we go. I already gave you my lynch order. If you accept Lord Spunky in your heart, we will win this game.
Wait.
I don't accept Lord Spunky.
Before, but
If you think it's possibly
just
Kermit,
joking.
Ian, or Ryan, you know I will win us this game. So just accept Lord Spunky in your
Spunky, who do you think we hit on?
I didn't like Cub day one, so I would potentially say Cub, and then between RJ and Fonte.
There's a world where we didn't reduce KP.
No, we can. How is that?
They double stacked last
Yeah,
night. That's a
potentially.
possibility.
Why
And
would
no
they
one brought
double
that up.
stack? Why would they double stack? The medic is dead, and if they didn't double stack, they would win the game.
If we miss Lynch
Well,
today,
if there
we
were-
miss Lynch today, they can kill 2, and they win.
Assuming there's four. I don't know what world.
I think it was.
Four.
If
There is no world. There is
I think
absolutely
Cub, RJ.
zero worlds where there is 4.
I agree.
That's
RJ,
true. That is true. Though.
What? Why?
Well, there is one world where RJ fake claimed a red check as well.
That's a fucked up.
Yeah.
As Vanilla Town, yeah.
What? So why would you put me in your vote as Mafia? Because I voted on Cub, Hoagie, and RJ, and I think all 3 of those people were very like Mafia.
Cub,
Yeah.
Hoagie.
Oh, okay. So basically, what I said is, if we kill Miza, Ian, Kermit, then you're in final 3. So if all 3 of those people aren't Mafia and end the game, you're the last one.
Okay, what's that order?
Misa, Ian, Kermit, you.
So
Frank,
you
can
think
you get
Why
reason?
am I Mafia before you, Spunky? I'd like to know.
Because I know I'm town. Hello.
So why not Ian first? Because he hasn't.
I
really-
think we should
I
change
think
me and
Misa's
Spunky
very
and we're
Mafia,
fine.
And then I think
alright,
Kermit
so
hasn't been playing very
can get
towny,
good reads
but he
off
hasn't
of-
I
said
never
he's
play
towny
towny.
yet, so I'd kill Kermit next, and then I think you're the towniest of the people that I'm not hard reading town.
I can confirm Kermit never played Towny.
Do you accept Lord Spunky in your heart?
Also, I think I voted on like every
you got me first. What the fuck? Why not Katie?
I don't have.
Katie
I
is
don't think
Towny.
Misa is this bad. Is Misa this bad? Somebody.
Like,
I
okay,
feel
but
I
like Katie, like
Is Misa this bad?
The last time I said
Oh,
his
I'm
Misa
not
was
Misa.
bad, he was Mafia.
Typically, Katie, Misa gets better when he's Town for every day that passes, and worse
That's
as
true.
Mafia for every day that passes.
Wait, what?
Which
Who are your top towns?
What did you
looks
say?
good for Misa at the moment.
Mesa, who are your top towns?
Wait, who are you saying? Me?
Yeah.
You're Misa.
I would say I still say Pazai and
Good read.
and I would say Spunky might be the other.
Lord Spunky, good read. Next.
Spunky, how do you know it's a
He
read?
wants to kill you first! Wait, I think it's Town!
Because
I
he
still
knows
think
the
he's
other
Town
three
though.
are
Like
Mafia.
I understand
He
where
knows
he's
the
coming
other three are
from.
Mafia, and they'll
Like
stop.
you gotta understand that. Like
I think
I don't call people. I don't call people Mafia because they're calling me Mafia. I rarely do that. Very rarely. Okay, like I
I
understand.
think that's typical Mafia play.
I understand. Yesterday, I was trying to understand what the
You
hell
mean
was
an
going
honor
on.
circle? How's that
I
Mafia?
thought Justice was the
No,
cop.
I meant
He had a
Misa.
red check on
Oh,
someone.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
after you
yeah,
thought
that's
that, and you know now that I am not the cop, what do you think about me, Misa?
I mean, like then that would make you really scummy for me, then, right? Because like you're playing like a PR, but you're not a PR.
So what do you think about my play yesterday? After you like
You
in
voted.
retrospect?
Okay, like
Because obviously everyone else didn't like know I was the cop. So and they
clearly I
still
was
went
wrong.
on
But, like
Hoagie.
you're in my lynch order then. Like I think I would be lynching. I think I would be lynching Rhino first, just because of like the way he's been like playing is very scummy, and then maybe and then Kermit maybe, and then maybe I don't know. Like okay, so like your formal day one was like very very like wish washy, just like I was yesterday. I thought like you weren't giving like the strongest of reads. Like you said, Cub was Town, right? If I can remember correctly.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
I've never been formal.
Yeah, you were. You were formal day one.
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I form Misa boy.
I second Misa boy.
I think Misa spewed. So here's where I'm at. I think Misa spewed Justice as Town by thinking he was a role.
That is dumb.
Can you let me give my accusation without you interrupting me, please? Thank you. I think Misa Boy was in the mindset where he knew Hoagie was Mafia because he's his teammate, and when Justice like did whatever he did that Misa Boy picked up on to say that Hoagie was Mafia, Misa instantly thought he was a role with a cop with a check on him, so that's why he was going so hard on Justice being Town. Why he doesn't kill Justice in the night could be Town cred.
Is there a world, Kaney, where he thought or that he 100% knew Hoagie wasn't Town, and he just picked up on something that thought I was like he could pick as the cop?
This is so bad.
And he just goes on that and
Okay, so like Kaney is making this accusation off of like nothing. Like I would have immediately killed Justice in the night. Do you understand that, Kaney?
No, I don't understand that because people do different things at night.
That's okay. So
or
like,
maybe Hoagie's not on your team.
all right. So I
That's true.
think. Wait, what was that?
I said maybe Hoagie's not on your team, and I was wrong. And then
And you
you
left
know,
him alive because you thought
All
he
right, regardless. Okay, I think Justice was playing like a cop in day 1 and 2. Like I think Kaney is just trying to like pull up all this misinformation just to get me mislynched right now. Like I think if it were me, I would probably still keep Spunky and Pazai as my top 2 Town, and then I would lynch. We have like I don't know. I have literally no idea whether we are in Milo right now. Because if we're in Milo, like this is a shitty play. Like you guys understand that like we're probably going to lose. Like just because of Kaney's play right now. Like Kaney is just trying to go for the win potentially. He could be with Justice, okay? And like
how in any world? Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, so he's pushing on me obviously right now. All right, so like, how could that not make any sense? All right, so like, Kaney could be in a world with you, and he could be in a world with one of the other 3 lurkers or 4 lurkers. Like, I don't know. Okay, like that's the problem.
You're Ian Scum Reed? Is it me, Kaney, and Ian? Is that the team?
Do you still believe we're in Milo if I'm town and Kaney is town?
It's possible. Like Justice could be with could be with the lurkers as well. Like there are so many lurkers this game. It's made my reads really difficult.
Misa, I'm gonna propose a hypothetical, right?
Go for it.
I'm town. Justice is town. You're town.
Okay.
Who's the Mafia?
I would think between. I just told you like my other top 2 town, right? I feel like Pazai and Spunky are really towny for me. So like
you should be confident in the Lord Spunky Lynch's.
I'm slightly confident, but like you could potentially also be in a world like that's why it's possible. Like there's a world of 3 right now, and we could be losing. Okay, like you don't want to lose to that world.
I think a world of 3.
What's the world?
It could be.
I asked you a simple question, and you still didn't give me the 3 that you thought were Mafia.
Because it's all lurkers. How do you expect me to give a good answer from lurkers?
Just give fucking like.
Oh my god!
It's a hypothetical. Like, do your best.
All right. So if that's the case, I think Zen probably next towniest. It would be between Kermit, Rhino, and Ian.
Hi, Misa.
And I might be completely wrong in like one of those lurkers. It could be like it could actually be like. I just can't see the world where Justice and Kaney could both be town.
If we're in a world of
Together.
3, do you believe RJ or Fonty was the head?
If we're in a world of 3, RJ.
You wouldn't believe that world if I kept the cop claim.
Obviously, I think RJ was a hit. Like he just out of the medic, and then in his formal, like I thought. Okay, so throughout day 1, I thought he was really towny. Okay, like the way he was interacting with everyone, like. I thought that was like his town play all the way, but then he went into this formal, which was RNG 2, like, and he knows is going down. Like he spews the fact that he's a medic, without saying like he's got a red check. If he's got a red check, he would have immediately formaled Fonty day 1, an RNG 2 situation.
Zan, what do you think about this?
Like that's horrendous. Like if you think he's actually the cop. Like
he's probably town.
I think I would be lynching. I would be.
I rescind.
I think they're both Mafia, Kaney. Fuck you.
Don't worry. Zen, I want to know why you think he's down.
It's more of a gut read. I mean, I don't know how he plays as Mafia because I don't think that I've even seen him play as Mafia before. I don't know, like he could be Mafia.
So who's your
like Mafia 75% of the games?
We have 50 seconds.
That's fine. Who's your world of Mafia?
I think it's a world of 2, and like your pushes have been weird, but I think that you've been Towny, Kaney, and
who's your Mafia?
It's probably Kermit and Ryan right now.
Why? Ryan
It's
giving logic
PoE.
about how he's had his hand in every Mafia kill so far?
Who?
Ryan also killed the red check of
I also voted on everybody.
Like, do you guys
by the
understand
way.
that? Like, Ryan
almost
killed
everybody.
the red check of RJ. Fonty was so town. Like, I don't.
He was
Who's your kill? Ian, who's your kill?
That's such a horrible shot.
My kill.
It's
Ryan.
Who is it?
Ryan.
Ryan?
5 seconds.
I second.
Accusation.
We don't have to go through this again.
Is this on me?
No, this is on Misa.
Say the name, right?
Ryan.
I said second Misa.
Okay. All right.
Said Misa.
So I've already said it again. Like, okay. So if we're in a world of 3, we're like in a horrible. Like, this is
I'll
a
push
horrible.
the vote whenever you want.
Yeah.
You want to
just-
lose the game?
You just had 5 minutes. Like,
How do you know there's 3?
There could be. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
Okay, Misa, but you need to understand. If there were 3, in my opinion, if I were Mafia, if there were 3, in that point, you still show 2 KP because that puts them in an even worse world. You put Town in a worse world.
Miss lynches in this world.
That is
Yeah.
true. That's true. But like,
Because if they hit Mafia, then they just lost like a.
well, if that's the case, who did I say I wanted to kill yesterday?
I don't know.
Who did you say?
Hoagie.
Okay.
Who else?
And then I said Rhino, and then I said between Rhino, Zen, and the lurkers essentially. Like I just
So question.
yes, Justice.
Even all right. So
But,
even,
okay, so like if you guys, I still can't believe like okay, do you understand, Spunky, that like if there were 3 Mafia alive, they probably want to make it look like it was a hit.
So you're saying yesterday.
So essentially, like you realize that there actually could be 3 alive today.
But there is a potential that there could be.
Well, I'm not in any of the worlds.
What? Yeah, you are.
What world? Tell me.
You, Kermit, Ryan. You, Kermit, Ian. You, Ryan, Ian.
How? Okay, so let me explain to me why you think Ryan's Mafia just like.
Like I said, I think of the people who I'm not hard town reading, Ryan is the towniest. I would kill him last.
Yo, Miza. So yesterday, regardless of how I was playing and you thought I was cop, what was your actual read on Hoagie?
Okay, so obviously so in day 1, I thought Hoagie was really towny from his interaction with Treno. Treno had called him like Mafia for his like his nickname thing or whatever. Like his interaction, like I thought him as Mafia, when I've seen him before, he doesn't do that. All right.
What'd you think about him day 2?
Day 2, exactly. So when you called a red check on him, he essentially just became completely silent and just looked at you. He was like, "You're not the cop," and he was like, it was a very shitty reaction by him. And I thought that was really Mafia indicative of him, and that's why I completely flipped my read on him from yesterday. Okay. Like you have to understand that, like
so take away the fact that like now that you know I'm not the cop, would that not make me towny if since you thought
that's true? Okay, that would, but we just explained right now. I just explained to Spunky right now that you could also be in a world of 3 because of pushing the Muslims on Hoagie, right?
But you
guys understand that he could have.
You're believing a world where Hoagie was a hit. Yes, I understand.
I don't know if Hoagie was a hit.
You're calling me.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
I believe it though. I believe he was a hit.
How? How do you know that for sure?
I don't know. I said I believe. Hello.
That's the worst thing you could do right now if there's a world of 3.
You could also be. I already explained you could be in worlds of 3, Miza. I'm sorry, but.
Okay, so if you're killing me, then you like, oh my god, you're gonna lose the game. You're going to lose the game. I think you should be doing justice.
Does your partner hit that well that we're gonna lose?
Stop. Miza, say it's a world of 2.
Okay, so if it's a world of 2, then obviously that would make Hoagie a hit, or it would that has to make Hoagie.
Doesn't have to.
It has to. It has to. How
RJ's red check and then one of the gunshots or a cub. Hello.
That's true. I mean, like, regardless, like, if that's the case, then like you should be looking at the people who didn't vote on RJ, right? And then in that case, it'd be Kaney and someone else.
Kaney's votes look like shit this game.
Wait, what? In that case, we would look at the people.
Didn't vote on RJ.
You mean the people that did vote on RJ?
No,
Hey. Sorry, Kaney, push your sin.
Push.
10 seconds.
All right, so like if there's a world of 3, I feel like Justice is pushing this on me right now. Like you don't vote if you believe there's a world of 3. All right, like I think Kaney could be in a world of 2, so you should look at it.
If you would like to vote on Miza Boy, you raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. Go to sleep. All right, so yesterday I think there were 9 people, which means today there should be 7 because Zen died, right?
Wait,
no.
no.
Like you were gonna say more.
I like how Adam needed to confirm that.
Oh, I thought he was saying.
No, yeah.
Son of a bitch, the New York Rangers won.
All right, Ian, you're next. Have anything to say, buddy?
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just gonna give where I've been at this game, and before I do, I'd like to hear Ryan's reads because I don't think that he gave any yesterday.
Why can't you go first?
I can if you'd like.
What happened now?
I talked a lot about my reads yesterday. You remember what they
I
were?
thought that you were talking. I remember you saying a lot about vote logic relating to yourself and trying to kind of confirm yourself as town that way, but I don't remember you actually giving reads. I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
Mafia.
It's like you don't even care that Dan died. It's okay. Whatever.
Spunky, I'm looking at you, bitch. I'm looking at you, bitch. There's no reason I should be alive right now.
So Ryan, could you repeat your reads then?
Yeah, well, you're my top Mafia still. I had Misa Boy as a top 10 yesterday until he gave a read on me that didn't make any sense. He was trying to push scum on me. And he told me, he said it was because I was formal and he didn't like what I said during my formal, but I've never been formaled. So
why did you have him as your top down before that?
Well, it was, the way he was talking with other people seemed to make sense to me. And I guess over time that kind of went away.
Okay. So I'll just start then with my day one. The formals I remember were on Silly, Cub, and RJ. I voted on Silly and RJ. I sort of regret voting on Silly. My reads were
What
lining
about
up.
your own formal?
Oh yeah, I didn't vote on that one either.
I hope not.
So I voted on Silly even though my reads were lining up with hers because she sort of seemed a little bit nervous giving them. I was getting that feeling. But then right after I voted, I regretted it. And then Silly.
Silly, okay.
What's the vote on Silly? I can't even remember.
Why did Zen die?
He called Ryan Kermit's cum. Could be
and then the Bears, I liked
Looking at you, Kenny.
Formal. I liked.
Don't drag me down the hole.
Who?
I honestly like that he Cub. I like that he
I
was.
thought you said the Bears. I was like,
Oh, sorry, no.
What are your reads right now?
My reads right now haven't really changed much from yesterday. I still think Justice is down. I still think that Caney is down. I still think that Spunky is down. I don't really have you as anything, but since I sort of need to make my town circle a little wider, I'm going to trust Spunky's read.
There you go.
Caney.
Join
Are you town?
I would like to lynch in Ryan and Kermit.
That's who I want to kill too, buddy. Good thing we're on the same page. Next.
Caney, are we town?
Are you town?
I'm town. Are you?
I don't know. I'm scared of Caney Justice, but I'll worry about that tomorrow.
Caney still haven't checked IRC. He might be down. He doesn't know.
Wait, kill shoot. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. We go to 5. We're good. We're good.
Right now, my suspicion is rising on Justice and Spunky because they are the only ones that mentioned that I am still alive.
I find that very weird that you're still. I
find it very weird.
You said something and I responded to you. I did not bring that up. What are you trying to? What dirt are you trying to throw?
There was like a 30-second pause, and then you're like, "Wait, why did Zen die?" Caney, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, because in my world, what I'm thinking right now, if I still go along with my lynch list of Ian,
you shouldn't.
Why?
Because I'm first.
Okay, whatever. Those 3 died this game. What is wrong with that, Caney?
You shouldn't. If
Why?
you're on a straight warpath, if you're on a warpath of one lynch order, like
no, I can change the people
that
around.
Zen fucking died. That you should be considering why Zen died.
I am.
Before you say, okay, Ian, you're next. You did not do that.
No, I started that day off to put pressure on him because I want to figure out the correct order in which to lynch people. Is that a problem? Hello?
Yes, it is a problem. Hello.
Why? Explain. Explain. Why is that a problem? Why is it a problem to put pressure on someone?
Because you might be Mafia.
Oh,
if you're Mafia pressuring the fucking new player on his first game, like, he's not even, like, I feel like he's not even, like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
If it makes you feel better, I want to kill Kermit first now.
Why? Kermit
can't have no Germans left.
Not happening? Jose, tell me why Kermit's not happening.
I said we can't have any Germans left. I'm not saying it can't happen.
What you said not happening.
Okay, so you all want to kill me. That's nice.
Kermit, like, what have you done?
What have you done?
To prevent a lynch on you?
Actually, before Kermit talks, I want to.
No. I want Kermit to talk.
I voted on every Mafia so far. Like,
Who?
I voted on everybody except Cup.
Okay, that's not sound indicative. Who? Who have you voted on and why? Like, explain your thought process on voting on that person at that time in the game.
I voted on Hoagie twice because I really thought he was Mafia. Like he was really shitty in the beginning. Like he was so fucking defensive, and I think Treno also said like Kermit is my top town from that. I really thought he was Mafia like all game long. He was really defensive. I haven't seen him play yet, but I really think he was Mafia. I think RJ was a cop. I know how he plays, and I don't think like he gets like this. He gets emotional maybe, but not like in this. How can I explain it? Like in that way, he normally is a little bit more obvious. I think when he's Mafia. What else?
What did you think of Fonty?
Well, I believed RJ, so I think she was also hit. So that makes 2.
Kermit didn't vote
on
on
RJ?
so we obviously believed.
Didn't you vote on RJ, Kermit?
No.
Oh, it was me, Kermit, Zen, and somebody else.
Sen, Lucy, Kermit, and Caney. So that's pretty much like for those that believe that Caney is town, that's all towns that didn't vote.
Say that again.
Lucy.
I want to know
wait,
what
Kermit
people's
was there,
opinion
sorry.
is
Well,
Kermit being a Mafia who didn't hammer because he knew. No, that would make RJ Mafia.
Posey, what do you think about Caney Ian or Caney Justice? Do you think it's possible?
I do not think Caney is Mafia.
I don't either, but he's been
Okay,
like.
wait a second. Let me tell you why I didn't vote on RJ. Like, why should I vote on someone who claims cop and doesn't even get counterclaimed? That's so fucking stupid. Like, there's always a possibility that he's a cop. And the last, I think, 4 or 5 games, this fucking shit happened, and the person always was a fucking cop. And I think it's
seeing as he started outing our medic.
Yeah, well, shit happens. But I really think I really know RJ. I really think he was a cop.
And even if you think that RJ was the cop, he gave us at least Fonty. He made Hoagie look extremely scummy by counterclaiming. So if Hoagie was a hit, him dying day 1 basically gave us 2 confirmed Mafia second day.
I think this state of game right now, the state of the game right now is we can't look much on vote logic anymore. We cannot.
Why?
We have to look forward. Like,
because we have no confirmed.
We have no idea who was Mafia when they died. When we lynched / shot, like it all happened. We might have hit 2 Mafia day 1.
No,
right?
not day 1.
Because they would lose KP.
Day 1, right? Night 1.
They would lose KP.
Night 1.
Still in Treno. So day 2.
Yes.
Right. We have no idea who was actually hit.
We know it's one of the 2 that were killed day 2 is Mafia.
In theory,
one of the 2, and then one of the 2 on day 1.
No. In theory, our second hit could have been yesterday. It's not very likely, but I'm saying in theory, that's
it's
where we
very
stand.
bad.
I'm not even going to think of that world.
So I'm not going to look at vote logic much anymore. I want to ask your reason. Like, I think like reasoning behind why you voted on people is fine, but like saying this guy voted on this guy and didn't vote on the other guy is bad at this point. Because we don't know who is who.
Justice, where are you right now?
You're muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Rip. I don't know. I don't know who I want to kill now. Like, I'm still kind of like curious why Zen died last night. Like the only thing I know is that like the way Kenny rescinded yesterday, and he thought he was scummy for it, then reformed Misa. Like, I could see Kenny killing Zen in the night. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I mean, it buys him town cred. like in a sense. I don't know where I'm trying to go with that. Like it makes sense in my mind, and I don't know how to say it.
Don't you think it makes him more suspicious? Like
kind
that
of
he's
get what you're
alive
saying.
over there?
But not
Like-
quite.
I'd agree. Look, it makes him look more towny. He rescinded the formal, spoke to Sen, and then reformed him. It looked like he took
Like,
sent
it's-
Reeves
it's
into account
like-
and then made his decision.
I can't explain it, but like I could see Katie being Mafia after that.
Yeah. I guess that's fine.
So like I'm torn, right? I don't know where I go after Kaney. Like I don't know who is on the opposite side of the world. Cause like Birthday Frog, why can't I think of your name? You haven't done Kermit, thank you. Yeah, you haven't done like anything all game. And normally in
I
games
asked a few good questions, I think, and I think I voted.
a few good questions here and there, like doesn't matter. Voting doesn't fucking matter because like
What matters then? What matters? Tell me.
In
look
theory,
at voting. We don't know who. Like we don't know what.
Yeah,
good
but tell me, how
Can you tell me what good votes are? Tell me what good votes are. Please.
I have a question for you.
Hoagie,
I think
Fonty. I think Misa might have been a
Both
hit.
world- You're saying
Monty was
good-
shot.
You're saying good kills are both worlds. That's exactly what you're saying.
What?
Spunky.
You are known for night zeroing new players, but this game you've decided to be very nice to a specific new player.
Who?
Why? Ian.
Not being.
You didn't like that I pressured him. You let him talk 2 days in
When
a
did you
row, and I
pressure him?
called him out.
When did you
Beginning of today. Hello?
And I didn't like that?
Yeah, you were like, you're pushing he's a new player, and then you start calling me scummy. Am I wrong?
No, Katie
Okay,
invited it that.
Thank you.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Oh, well, I forgot already.
You've been basically hard aligning with Ian all day. Or all
I
game.
think
I
I
don't
agree
know
with
what to
that,
think about Ian. I don't know what to think about Ian, honestly. I've liked where he's coming from. I know I'm probably hard aligning
You are.
at this point. I just don't know what to think about you, Spunky. You did like day one. You pulled some stupid shit where you were like, oh, "But she's not the medic." Blah blah.
Yeah, I tried to not get her killed. If I was Mafia, I could.
It was the way he
If
said it.
I was Mafia, if I was
The way he
Mafia,
said it-
I would know instantly. So you doing it on me is really bad.
I mean, I'm not saying I was doing it on you.
You were fucking talking to me.
I'm saying the reason
I'm
why
the one that was defending her as being the medic, and then you're like, "But Kenny, she's not the medic." But Kenny, she's
No, I said everyone. I said silly, you're not the medic. I never said Keeney. I said silly. The only name I mentioned in my wording was silly, and I said silly, you're not the medic. Silly, you're dying tomorrow. You're not. You're claiming my role.
not what I remember.
You remember
I
it?
think at this point, myself, Justice, Posei, are town.
I agree for the most part.
Maybe Spunky.
So you're cool with
There's
the
3 fucking lurkers that I really can't say anything about because I don't know.
I don't think I.
Ryan,
I think
Ryan,
you've
Most
been
worlds
lurking.
at any of us.
Ryan, quickly, what were Ryan's reads day one?
My top Mafia day one were Ian, Kenny, and Cub Cub. Later, I voted on Lynch and Cub Cub.
And
It actually turns
I
out
follow
that
Ian.
I'll second Ian.
Accusation.
Oh man.
Ian, I feel like if we're playing safe, you're in the most worlds of 2. I feel like you've been lurking, and the things you said haven't really been helping town. You're also not in my auto circle of people who I think are town, and you're potentially in my theoretical world of 2 with Kaney and you. Project town, and I will lynch someone else.
Okay, I'll try. I was thinking more after Kaney started talking about the Zen kill, and I'm thinking that if it is a world of 2, then I need to reconsider on you, Kaney, or Justice, unless it's Pazai as Mafia, generally the more experienced players. I don't think that me or Ryan or Kermit, are you a new player also?
No.
I just don't get the feeling that
I haven't played too many games, to be
them
honest.
two
It just
together
plays like a new player.
would have made the Zen kill.
That's true.
So I'm leaning towards reconsidering on Justice out of the 3 of you because he's done the least to project down to me, I guess, over the last 2 days.
Why do you not think the new players would make the send kill?
Because I feel like there are two or three obvious town in this game, and I think that newer players would kill obvious town.
Wouldn't that be what more experienced players do?
I think the consensus yesterday was that Zen was town, seeing as how he got formal rescinded off of. I called him town. A lot of people called him town after his formal as well. So I can see Zen being killed as a confirmed town, quote, quote, kill.
I don't know. I didn't get that feeling. Do you have any particular questions on anything I've done this game, or should I just go through where I've been at the whole time?
Why do you think Zen was killed specifically? Like, what if you had to think from a town perspective? Why would Mafia kill Zen there if you were town?
Mafia would kill Zen because they are under the impression that he is more town red than he is, I guess. I feel like there are at least 3 or 4 people here who are on board with both you and Kaney being town. So I don't really know how to answer that, because if I were Mafia, I would not kill Zen. I am coming at you from a town perspective. The lynch on, I forget his name. The lynch yesterday, I was unsure on. Yeah, him. I didn't like how he was just spending a lot of time in his formal calling out the lurkers, me, Kermit, whoever else. He gave one read that I really liked, that Fonty was the top town, but at that point it didn't really matter, and I don't feel like he was actually contributing that much either, except to sort of poke holes in Kaney and Spunky.
Did you vote on him?
Yes, I did.
So
that's why I voted on him. Did everyone vote on him?
What do you think of Justice?
I just said that I'm starting to reconsider on him because I feel like I have to reconsider on someone in Spunky, Kaney, Justice because of the night kill.
But not Posey?
Why do you, yeah, I was back to that.
Well, no,
Why do you
Posey
think I've
is still, and like he's further in my
He's
question.
still a lurker.
Oh, okay.
Because I already said that I don't actually have a read on you. I was just town rating Spunky, and I needed to expand.
Yeah, I
Wait,
yeah, okay, but you said earlier that Justice was the one that had done the least to project town to you.
Yeah, from like the middle of day 2 onward.
So did you like the kill? Did you like the kill on Hoagie?
No, I didn't. Honestly, even afterwards, I felt like he was a miss. Like, I still sort of feel like he was, because I'm still town reading Kaney, and I know I'm town. So.
Have you played Mafia before?
Not by a webcam.
So like 4 Mafia and stuff.
Push at him.
All right, 10 seconds, Ian.
I'm town. I don't know. I've given where I've been at this game. It's a town perspective. Don't vote on me.
All right, if you'd like to vote on Ian, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. 4 is enough. Go to seat. This seems right. Can I get like a thumbs up? Like,
it's right.
Cool. I'm gonna double check in this chat where Rhino just got killed and the day began.
Okay.
I think I'm killing Kaney.
Yeah.
I think I'm killing Kaney.
No.
I think I'm killing Kaney. Let's see.
Posey.
What?
Posey.
Why? If I wanted to kill anyone, why wouldn't I just kill you and write the "Oh, Spunky read me down all day" train?
Ah, fuck. You're right. Ah, shit. All right, Kermit. I'm sorry, dude. Wait, no, it could be Justice. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, here we go.
I think I'm killing Katie.
Why?
Me.
Why?
So, he looked really uncertain when he was voting right there, and I think his Mafia, he kind of does that, sees how many times are voting, and then he hammers it going into the next day, knowing that he didn't just kill a Mafia partner. Or maybe he's towning, I don't know.
But Kaney didn't vote last. I voted last.
Justice, I was the one hammering.
Did Katie not late vote?
No.
Like kind of hammer?
No. I was
Did I miss
watching.
that?
I was watching who voted, and it was
Kinda.
you, Spunky, and Kaney.
It looked like Kaney was kind of like.
Kaney was after
if
Justice.
if Kaney voted late, I was still later. So even
Oh,
if
okay.
Kaney voted, he would.
I thought I had noticed Kaney last. If that's wrong, then maybe my reads fucking suck. I don't know.
No, I was watching who voted, and I thought that I liked the Justice Kaney.
I think
Spunky
alright, I think I know how to explain this. The Zen kill. I think Kaney is Mafia. Can just say, why would I ever kill him? I don't need to. I can just mislynch him if I'm Mafia. I think that would be Kaney's reasoning for his towny reason for killing him in the night. I think he's Mafia, man. I don't know.
I'm ready.
It could also
convince
it
me
could also be
that I
Justice
fucking
like
know.
trying to push it on Kaney. Like when
Why would I go on Kaney?
I'm ready to kill Justice.
I don't know.
Why would I go on Kaney? Why would I just push on you like I was yesterday when you were doing
Why
nothing?
is no
Like
one
what
ready
have you
to
done
kill-
all game?
I honestly thought it might have.
Why is no one ready to kill Kermit?
Like I honestly am not sure who it is. If I was Mafia, I would say fuck it. I'm just gonna kill Kermit right here. And I would just start pushing hard as fuck on him and make him crack.
So no, Justice, you like Mafia have already set a plan in motion. Their plan is to mislynch.
What's the fucking plan?
To mislynch me. Look at the fucking night kills.
What about it? What points to you?
Everything you just fucking said. Would you forget your accusation?
No, besides the Zen thing, but like I don't like I might have been wrong about the late vote. Like I don't know.
Bozai, talk to me. Do you think it could be Justice Kaney and they're going Mega Bus mode?
I also
Like
think
that-
it could be used.
I have the Zen vote. And I think he might have late.
I have.
If I'm wrong on that, I don't fucking know who it is, Kaney.
No.
Like, point out to me who you.
Hold on.
Alright, so besides me,
Okay,
Kaney,
stop.
rate me
So,
from your Murphy book. Who do you think is
stop.
Mafia?
Hold on. Let me point something out. So you thought you had certain you thought you had certain information going into the night, right? So how come you just came out saying I think I can explain this, and you fucking listed off like so many reasons on why I'm Mafia because of this happening, but now like you might be wrong. Like, you can't come up with that shit. You fucking went into the
town,
night.
Kaney. I'm town.
I don't know that
I might be
anymore.
fucking wrong.
I don't think that anymore. Like, how the fuck do I know that?
Bozai, here's where I'm at. I think
You don't. You don't know if I'm town or
potentially
Mafia,
be
but I am
Justice
town.
Kermit or Kaney Kermit. Either way, I don't think Justice and Kaney are together anymore. I think Kermit is the safe lynch today.
Do
Do you really think that's clever? Like,
Do you believe?
wait, what if there are two alive and I was the only one who didn't vote last night?
Yeah, that's potential. Or you're the last one.
Maybe you're. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's
Kermit, you're literally the only one left that's not trying to figure out the game at this point.
I'm trying to figure out, like in my head, like
you're not with either.
How can you like possibly get a good logic on those fucking night kills?
I didn't like that head.
Spunky, if I told you RJ was town, would you say those outside the votes, the no voters, would most likely be town or Mafia? Would Mafia make sure he got killed and all raise their hands, or would some of them have
honestly,
perfect information so keep back?
Who didn't
It
vote
depends on the player. If it were me personally, I would have voted there just
Ian
because I
Kermit?
feel like killing him.
No, I fucking voted.
If he were Mafia, and then if not, it's a very easy
On
thing
who?
to say like I voted.
RJ.
But I feel like some people.
What? Who didn't vote on Ian yesterday?
Yeah, I was talking about RJ.
Yeah, we're talking about RJ.
Who didn't vote on Ian yesterday? What?
Kermit.
Just Kermit?
Kermit is the only one alive that didn't.
So
It was
Kermit
us
and
four who
Ryan didn't
voted.
vote on I. Oh my god.
Rhino, Ian, and Kermit are the ones who didn't vote.
Is his fucking name Rhino?
Rhino, yeah.
Rhino. Oh, I guess it works. Rhino.
Him, Ian, and Kermit didn't vote. Us four did. Posei hammered after seeing you, me, and Justice vote.
Could Posei be like the only one alive?
Hey, dude, it's possible, but I've been reading him down.
He did hammer.
I know, but I can give you
like from your perspective.
Well, he was dead anyways.
Kane, yeah, no,
he wasn't.
He only died because I voted. From your perspective, if you saw Justice, Spunky, and me vote,
yes.
would you want to vote or want to not vote? What side of the fence would you think was more tiny?
That's exactly what I would have said. Ah, fuck. Okay, guys, here's where I'm at. I think
don't know if he's like town
figure it out in final three if it's not Kermit.
Oh, I generally town side as Mafia. No doubt about that.
We're going to final. Yeah, hopefully, like we do go to final three. Hopefully,
I am willing to lose to Posei and +1.
Fuck that, I'm not willing
If
to
it's
lose.
Justice and
Actually, I think it's a better idea if I go to final three. I've never lost before.
Disagree.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like.
If 3 is dead, it's best to lynch me because I'm horrible in final 3.
God damn it, don't say that.
It looks like I'm going to final three. It's
I think the world of 2 could be Kermit plus Justice.
I don't think you're going to final three.
I really hope I'm not going to final three.
I'm not in a world of anyone. What the fuck?
I think that could be a world.
Justice, the lynch is going to go on you before it ever goes on me.
Kane and Justice, what do you think about Spunky?
What do I think about Spunky? Spunky yesterday scared me. Like, he was pushing a lot of scum on me, but today the fact that he, like, to me it was sounding like he wanted to try and win as town more than try to survive as a mafia, right? Like, he's trying to kill the last mafias. He's not trying to protect himself from being.
He's trying to kill me for like 10 days.
I think.
Yeah.
It might just be that. It might just be.
It might be good if I'm mafia, but I'm not.
It might just be.
I really am not.
All right, it might just be that Spunky is like easily pulling it off. That he's trying to like go for the win as town because like it's so easy at this point. Like, look who's left alive. Like, look who was left alive too yesterday.
Okay, hold on, Kaney, I'm gonna propose this because I actually thought about this. If it were me only, why would I kill someone in my auto circle? I could have easily pushed that auto circle all the way home, baby, all the way home.
I know.
Why would I ever kill Rhino? Never.
I hated the night kills. I hated them.
I do too. Because in my opinion,
it's putting paranoia. It's honestly, these night kills are putting paranoia, and it's like
2 days ago, I was like,
I think Kermit might be Mafia here. I think Kermit is very likely to be Mafia.
I think Kermit is in all.
I think everyone is really likely to be Mafia. Like, I don't have a strong town read
your
anymore.
reads are not coinciding with like the rest of town. Like, there's got to be at least 2 town alive right now. 2, if not, well, obviously 3 town. Sorry,
Kermit,
3 town alive right now, right? So like, there's 3 towns at least that are saying these are the worlds.
Yeah.
Kermit right now is just not participating in it. It's really scummy of Kermit.
Kermit, if I were you,
what do you think about Spunky?
I think he's town.
Okay, Kermit, if I were you, this is if I were you though. This is what I would do. I would read Posei as town because I can read Posei as town pretty well. And then you have to determine if I am town or not. If you think I'm town, then you should be concerned about getting Kaney and Justice both lynched because it's auto for you, right? You need to consider like what will win me the game. We have 2 lynches left.
Well, I didn't say Posey was my town.
I know, but I'm saying that's what I would do if I were you. But you need to do that. You're not doing that. You're just like.
What are you reading?
Do you know how I play? Like, my brain gets like blank, and after I don't know, like 2 or 3 days, I'm
like Kermit,
I made a few notes, but like.
Oh, Kermit, I've seen you shoot like fucking samurai haya, like killing Mafia back to back to back to back. Like, I cannot believe that right now you have no Mafia reads. I cannot believe that.
I have no town reads. Like, for me, everybody could be Mafia, seriously.
Okay, you need to pick some
like those fucking night kills, they make no fucking sense.
Pick some town.
I would have killed Justice and I would have killed Kaney. Like, Kaney was towny in the fucking beginning, but why is he still alive? I don't get it. Seriously.
Pick some town right now. Pick 2 town. You have 2 lynches. You need to figure out who they are. Okay, Kermit.
I think Posey and Justice are more towny for me than you.
Okay,
and
so you want to kill me and Kaney.
If I have to choose 2, yes.
Well, you do have to choose 2. That's the whole point of this game. Kermit, come on, dude.
Kaney, do you see a Justice Spunky world?
Why?
Very slight. Very, very slight.
Do you think Justice?
Same question to you, Justice, just with Kenny obviously instead of yourself.
Well, I'm sorry?
Caney, me, do you believe it?
No.
Okay, cool. Let's roll with Kermit, guys. You in? I think it's Kermit +1 if it's a world of 2. If not, I believe Kermit could potentially be the last one. And if not, final 3 boys. Let's go.
Can you tell me at least who my partner would have been? Like, everyone wants to kill me.
Posei is super duper hard. Town read. I
haven't said I wanted to kill you, Kermit. I'm really scared about the spunky world.
Posey, if Spunky takes you again to final 3 and you're going to lose this again, like, I don't know.
I think no matter what, I think Caney is town.
Really?
Yes, really. That's the only town right I have. It's the only town read I have, so it's probably wrong.
Posei. There's no way I'm wrong in you, right? There's no. I'm not even gonna. No. Remember the game where I reconsidered on you and I lost? I'm not doing it. It's Posei Town. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, but my problem is the last game where I didn't reconsider you. You were
no, don't follow me.
Is there a
20 seconds.
Accusation.
Kermit, I had you in my auto circle a few days ago. I feel like you're in the potential worlds of 2 where we lose right now. Yeah.
Do I have to duke it out with Caney in final 3?
Probably, unless Kermit's the last one.
Well, I can tell you I don't have a partner, so I don't know.
So you're by yourself?
Kermit, I need you to explain.
Probably, if you all want to kill me, I'm by myself.
Kermit, I need you to explain to me how the world could be Spunky Justice, and I want him to talk about it. Nobody else, please.
It's hard. Like, Justice didn't talk too much, but that's his normal play. Like, and also, I also didn't talk too much. It's obvious. Spunky was pushing all game on me. Like, I think his reads normally are pretty good, but like, I can see why people read me Mafia. That's true. I know I'm not the towniest guy here, so it's hard for me like to get some good points on why I'm town. I think, okay, like the person I think is most likely to make those weird kills is probably Spunky or me. I did that before, to be honest, like in my first final 3. But
why would Spunky make those kills?
Because you're like playing weird most of the time. Seriously. Like your last final 3 when you like won against Posei.
We do not talk about that.
Okay, whatever. Like you know what I mean. Like Spunky can manipulate pretty good, I think. So,
dude, honestly,
the paranoia is really spread. I think like everyone is confused. Like you think I'm most likely the Mafia. I'm not.
We need to kill Justice.
Nope.
Posey, what's
I disagree.
My 2 teams are Spunky Justice and Justice Kermit.
Do you think Justice would fake a red check on Hoagie Day
Why don't you think
to get him lynched as Mafia?
Why don't I keep that claim? Nobody's counterclaiming. Why don't I just keep the claim?
Why wouldn't you go for some of the stronger players instead of Hoagie? I think Hoagie would be.
I think it's always a better player.
Sooner at some point.
Justice.
Why do then I green check Caney?
See, Caney, think about it. From my world, though, it's Justice Kermit, Caney Kermit. You have me, Justice, and Justice Kermit. Either way, I think Kermit should die. You think Justice should die. You gotta trust me on this.
Anyone besides me does.
Were you just a donkey day 1? Tell me you were just a donkey day 1. I'll accept it.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why was I a donkey day 1?
Because of the fucking fake claiming shit.
Okay, I tried to take a roll bullet. I was a donkey. Fuck.
Also, you laughed all the time when like shit was going on.
Fucking shit was hilarious.
But it didn't help at all, and we lost like I don't know 4 minutes.
Caney, can you argue? So in a townie perspective on Spunky, can you argue that like that was not coming from a townie perspective? The way kind of like, by the way, she's not the medic. Like
I could argue that he could have been.
It seemed really townie.
I could very much argue that Spunky could have done that as Mafia to
He
prepare for a
also
fake
fake red check Cop early on. Do you think a Mafia Spunky put so much
I don't agree with it.
pressure on himself?
I did fake red chef Cup. I didn't stick to it at all, but it
I really don't know who it is. Like who you
Kermit,
should
I also
kill in
think
finals
that
three. I really don't know. Like
Kermit, I really think that you're trying to let us like duke it out so that like you think like maybe Kaney and +1 won't vote on you, but I think it's you, buddy. I'm sorry.
it's fine if you think that.
Out of my push.
All right. 10 seconds.
I'm not Mafia here. Like you shouldn't vote.
I'll lose to Posen.
All right. If you would like to vote on Kermit, you may raise your hand to your camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. Hi. So, Town just won.
Yes, boys!
Sorry, Katie.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and press the mute button.
Sorry. Yes.
Oh, where is that under? Manage participants.
Nice job, Spunky.
Thank you.
All right. So, we got reveals, which include Hoagie, Kermit, Fonty, and Misa Boy as your team of 4. You got RJ as, I think he was the cop, right? Like he claimed medic and then he was the cop afterwards. That was good. Silly was your medic. She tried to save Lucy the night she died. Lucy gunned the people he gunned. Yeah, RJ shouldn't do that.
RJ, who mentored RJ?
All right, that I just took the power rolls because I thought it'd be easier to deal with. So there's some mentors who want to talk, and then like everybody else can talk. Try to be respectful post game, please.
Who is the cop again? I'm sorry.
That was RJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, right. Obviously. God damn it, RJ.
Wait, what was the Mafia team? What was the Mafia team?
Why? Why the medic, man? Why the
I'll
medic?
be posting everything in the chat.
It was Hoagie, Kermit, Misa Boy, and Fonty.
Good thing they shot her.
Okay.
She rolled the game.
I want to talk about like from a Mafia perspective because I was the mentor for the Mafia team. There was a few mistakes from Mafia's side. It started like day one. They done very, very well. They outed the medic.
Whoever's typing mute.
They outed the medic, outed the cop. They done extremely
I'm
well.
out. See ya.
Day one.
Wait a second. Okay, and didn't Town
Nice
do
job,
that?
Spunky.
Come on.
No, actually, it was Mafia pushing on them.
You too, man. Good game.
Kaney.
But yes,
Come on,
RJ,
Okay, you're stretching the truth.
I haven't. RJ fake claimed yes, and that helped. But at the end of the day, the push on to RJ was that it was on a cop. So and it was by a Mafia. So it was actually really well done from like the Mafia team that was getting quite widely Town red, except from Hoagie. Hoagie was the only one getting scum red. When we went into the next day, Mafia could have actually won that day. All they needed to do was someone that wasn't heavily under suspicion, so Fonty and Hoagie.
What? How was Fonty not getting shot that day?
No, stop, Joey.
What are you?
If Meets a Boy or Kermit claim that day, if Meets Boy or Kermit claim that day with a green check on Hoagie because he had a split vote 8-8, which is a fair enough reason to check. And then outs because obviously
you think Fonty still
outs because RJ wasn't the cop. It might keep Fonty alive.
Okay, who do you think I am?
You're so dumb.
No, they might have kept Fonty alive that day, but it definitely keeps Hoagie
Fuck
alive.
no.
It definitely keeps Hoagie alive.
There's no issue.
No, stop. It definitely keeps Hoagie alive, Joey, that day if the cop outs with a green check on him. So you don't lose KP that day. So
But it
then,
also confirms your entire team.
even if they shoot Fonty, that means you lynch a town always, unless you very
And how are you going
luckily.
to talk about the cop not dying when the medic's confirmed dead?
Yes.
What are you going to
Yes,
do about
the
that?
cop dies, it gets reduced KP, but then it's Milo for the rest of the game, Joey. You know it as well as I do. They lost KP in day 2 because they shot 2 Mafia.
So what you're doing is you're claiming roles in a Milo situation to make it Milo tomorrow.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You're making it Milo for
You're
the rest
outing
of
all
the
your
game.
team. You're outing all your team. Yeah. I think
You're
it's unnecessary. I think the better thing to do is just accept the loss. You'd know Fonty's getting shot, you try and move on from there. That's just me.
Hoagie.
Like, that's just me.
The problem was though, Hoagie was always dying that day because of the way he played day one.
Rip in peace,
I
Hoagie.
don't know.
Well,
I don't understand how you think Hoagie's always dying and then you think Fonty.
My team had
Like, I don't understand how you can.
And a thing like Lucy, like
as soon as Trenomaris died, it was so obvious.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
They sacked Hoagie by killing.
No, I was trying to.
Anyway, I want to talk about like later on in the game.
Off a little bit.
Mitsu Boy narrowed his worlds too much that day when he got limped. He called Pozai and Spunky Town, and then he called Justice Town, and then Caney Town by association for the way it went down. So basically, he narrowed everything. It basically gave him a mislynch of like 3 other people, obviously not including Kermit because he was Mafia with him. So it would have Mitsu would have really struggled to like stay alive that day in that perspective. Kermit done well, but you lurked too much, Kermit. You need to be more towny, like going up to that day. Your kills were, I think your kills.
I'm sorry, Kermit.
I think your kills were maybe a little bit off. I probably wouldn't have killed Rhino. I probably would have killed Pozai that day personally.
Yep.
And then make Spunky paranoid of the world.
Would have saved me a brain aneurysm.
It could have never been Spunky +1 because he would have just rescinded the formal and won.
Yeah. Well, not
The
particularly.
day he could have rescinded the formal and ended in the.
Anyway, apart from that, it was a fairly good game on both sides. There was a few people that played pretty well and on both sides. I think Joey's got a few points.
Yeah, I mean, I think my team was Spunky, Ian, Ryan O'Kinney, so I had Otto in the final 7. I think my entire team played really well. I was really happy with how Kenny played, especially. I think he did a lot of good stuff day one. I just flamed him for not saving RJ there. That was probably his only mistake. I kind of expected him to do that.
My mistake?
Yeah, it was your mistake.
That was RJ's mistake.
No, it's not RJ's mistake. It doesn't matter. Like, if I was in that game, I'm flaming everyone for voting there and making sure he doesn't die. But besides that, like it was Ian and Ryan's like basically their first game, and I think they both played like really sick. I think Ian's like defenses were always like really fucking good, and Ryan always protected town. It was like kind of unfortunate that Ian died, but it was more of like just a auto circle.
He was auto.
Like day one, he only got 5 votes when Lucy, the confirmed town, was pushing on him, so that's pretty sick. So good job, team! Yay!
Good job, Kenny.
Hashtag Team Joey.
Team Joey carried pretty much.
So I mentored as in this game.
I was like, dude,
the 3 mentors died day 1 or earlier. So
just accept Lord Spunky in your heart.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like
the auto circle had 3 in it.
Does anyone else remember when RJ was surprised when Fonty pushed the formal to vote on him? Why are you pushing?
I think Misa Boy and Hoagie kind of outed his Mafia by like defending Fonty there. I think that was like a huge mistake. Like
Justice did too, which like
but like I think the way that they defended was much differently. Like Misa Boy wasn't really that like Justice was really passionate about his defense on Fonty, but Misa Boy was trying to do it like it didn't look as genuine. He was just trying to conserve KP. So I don't know. That was.
I think that's
problem was most of us didn't know if RJ was actually an idiot or Mafia.
It was. I think my accusation against Misa Boy was just like exactly correct. I think that's why he thought Justice was the cop because he did have a red check on Hoagie.
I don't know what it means.
It was not obvious.
Yeah, that was really good too, Kenny. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, I knew I wanted to kill Misa for a reason. That was really good.
There was a few little things.
Pozai, why didn't you vote on Kermit? Come on, dude.
It wasn't.
Because it was you and Justice. I was like, no.
It's the world I was thinking. Like, oh god.
It's the one I brought up. I ask you all those like little questions, and the only one that seemed like they were not really concerned about the answer they gave was Justice. It was like, okay, Kanye's town. I don't know about this too.
I already told you no, dude. I thought about that before. I thought of all these stupid little worlds, and I'm like, it's Kermit plus Justice Caney if it's 2, but I was pretty sure it was just Kermit.
Really, you said no to a world that involved yourself. I'd never figure out.
The only reason I throw Spunky Justice is because they both tried to push on me for the night kills. At that point, I'm like, maybe one of them is scummy. Like, maybe one just actually thinks that as town and one's pushing it as Mafia.
I legit thought that was town.
Yeah. Well, apparently both of you did. So.
Oh, that's Yeah, dude. I was like, in that game, I was like, man, Kaney's pulling like the.
Kaney's alive for this long. I'm like, God damn it. Ryan dies, and I'm like, oh no.
If Kaney's hand had been up, my hand would have gone up. Because I know a town has
I wanted to say
Zoom chat, Fonty.
I wanted to
Ian
say,
and Rhino did good.
There was something I forgot about.
No shit, they were my mentees.
The night that Mafia
They definitely did pretty good.
Mental
say something. Shut up.
The night Mafia killed Treno, it might have been worth like trying to I would have picked off someone that didn't vote on RJ, like Kaney. Like I know it was only like one of the Mafias didn't vote.
Killing me, and the game comes.
I would have.
RJ, why do you always scum your
Kenny, I wanted to gun
I wasn't
so bad, but I was afraid.
Someone
You called me
mentioned.
Mafia. I really wasn't. I know I did.
Someone mentioned.
I'm the cop. I have to call you Mafia. I was smiling at you as I was saying I wanted to kill you, and then
Let
never.
the mentor talk, Jesus Christ.
Someone mentioned in the Mafia chat you wanted to kill Lucy. Lucy is always a bad that day because that was the night you was killing the medic. So the medic's always going to save the gunsmith there, like 9 times out of 10. So the Lucy kill was a bad one for that reason. Obviously, I couldn't explain that at the time, but that's why Lucy was a bad kill. Anyway.
Well, good game, guys.
Good post game, boys. Now
Good
let's roll
job,
over here.
guys. Team Joey hashtag.
Hashtag Team Joey.
Joey's actually every game Joey's
I
mentored
did
me.
really
bad.
I'm just saying, if you're playing in a mentor game, you want Joey as your mentor.
Yeah, you do.
I played.
don't know, the one time you
fucking
used
a year and a half, and Joey was like mentoring me.
Hashtag Team Greg.
No, Kaney, there's a reason you got Joey instead of like somebody else. Like,
I disagree. Adam gave me the best tips I've ever had in Mentor Mafia this game.
What did he say? You're the gunsmith. You have the easiest role.
Pretty much.
That's what I thought he'd say. Yeah.
Adam basically mentored me saying you need to speak up. I'm always gonna night zero you.
Yeah. So,
I'm just really sad that Kaney didn't get to live it as a final 3.
I'm so proud of Kaney.
The night 0 kills were because like the newer players, like it's better for newer players to get mentored templates.
Yeah,
I didn't have a mentor anyways, motherfucker.
Oh, it didn't matter.
Okane's trying to explain away like Misa Boy didn't put both your names in chat like instantly. Whatever, you know.
I really like being mentored.
It didn't actually.
Okay, so in case anyone didn't see, my mentees got wrecked. So I mentored Zen this game.
Oh, didn't you you had me and then you?
I had Gilbert, Cub, Yan, and then Zen.
Right.
Actually, Hoagie,
Yeah, by the way, town day 1, like three town kills that are like, oh, I was.
Hoagie, what I was trying to say.
Greg confirmed badminton.
What?
What?
Hoagie, what I was trying to say to you that day when Treno was just tunneling on you, you need to like reverse it. You need to say to him, "Why are you reading me this way?" If he doesn't give a good reason, then call him Mafia for not having a good reason. Don't just.
I don't know. I thought I'd never done that.
I had a good reason. I was trying to
No,
take.
you didn't. Your reason, Treno, was he's got Adolf in his name and only German.
No,
I would have pushed back on you so hard for that.
Yeah, it's fine, okay. But I had a reason, but it was. I was a bit sure at the beginning of the trolling. I said, okay, I'm trying to take a rollability. Let's see how people react. But in the end, when he counterclaimed, I was 100% sure he's Mafia. When he cop claimed, holy shit, that was so fucking obvious.
He was actually okay to cop claim as long as
but I didn't have
as long
that
as you
check.
had your check sorted.
I forgot about it.
Yeah,
I had to say something.
You should have rescinded before Kaney when Kaney pointed it out.
I forgot, and then I was like,
Hoagie.
You want to do a reaction test, and then Kaney asks you, "What's your check?" And at that point, you've already gotten your reaction, and you went, my night 0 check was."
Does it really matter what his checks are? When he gave the claim, it was so not confident.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter because it's
instantly
Hoagie. Listen, it's Hoagie, so like you gotta give a little pressure, right? And he'll crack instantly.
I know. I'm scared of you.
Just like what I
Hoagie?
did.
Really
Yo,
am.
Lucy, it
if
doesn't
Hoagie
matter.
is
I asked him
actually
one
the cop-
question and he cracked.
I
know. I agree.
Scary.
So like it didn't really matter at that point.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, like his claim, even if he gave real checks and had them instantly, I still don't think it works. It was probably it's bad to CC there. I think.